Hello, 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 everyone. We are live. It's your girl, Monty, Callie, and Joy. We are here to do just the hottest, craziest moments of 2021 reality TV and pop culture. So I'm going to see, I'm going to play an intro. Don't know which one it is, but y'all going to enjoy it, right? Oh, how y'all doing? I didn't ask y'all how y'all were doing before I start. How you doing, Callie?
I'm okay. I'm hanging.
How about you, Joy?
I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah, yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna play this intro, and then we're going to get into it. And I don't know what this is.
Money, come on and get this. Honey, come on and show you how to get to the money. Come on and come on, come on and come on, yeah. Come on and show you how to get to the money. Come on and come on, come on and come on, yeah. Come on and show you how to get to the money. We ain't gotta hate. It's enough space. Bakery make bread and we get cake. Wait, face me to the God. I beat all the odds. Stay on my Johnny. His money. In the land of milk and honey. If you married, keep your legs full. Yeah. You wanna eat it 'cause it tastes like honey. Got me feeling like ooh. He love honey like Pooh Bear. Come first like a new year. What you really tryna do here? I'ma vibe on my mood, yeah. Come on and get this honey. Come on and show you how to get to the money. Come on and get this honey. Come on and show you how to get to the money. Come on, come on, come on, come on, yeah. Come on and show you how to get to the money.
All right. I guess Andy was good since he. Hey, Antoinette.
That's cool.
Hey.
How are you? Sandy said she's backstage, but I don't see you, honey.
I don't see her either.
I don't see you. We'll be looking for you. But so we're gonna start with. I made like a little list. We don't have to talk about all of it, but I just kind of think of some of the stuff that was going on in reality TV that everybody kind of talks about on Instagram and YouTube and stuff for 2021. Do you all have a favorite moment at all? I can't think of anything of reality TV.
Well, I thought Erica Jane's entire
Oh,
season was so riveting for me. So that sticks out to me. That was probably the highlight of the reality year for me.
yeah, that was a good one.
Portia was out there
Oh,
too, but not in necessarily a positive way.
yeah, Portia was one. I'm trying
Hmm.
to think. I mean, I think the Reasonably Shady party was probably one of the best episodes of reality TV that I had seen in a long time. The sound effects and everything was hilarious. Hi, Ellis. Hi, Sandy. Let me see if I can get you on, honey. You got anything, Joy?
No, I can't really. I think that Huntsville is like the
Oh yes,
best reality
Huntsville.
show. Love and Marriage Huntsville is the best reality show in my opinion on television.
Oh,
It definitely garners more conversation than
Portia
any of
and
the
Diane.
Housewives brands, at least this season.
mm-hmm.
This 2021. The best reality show though in the Housewives this season, in my opinion, was, and it gets like hardly no love, is New Jersey. I thought New
Yeah.
Jersey had a much better show than far better than New York, far better than Los Angeles. I watched it. I mean, not
Beverly
LA,
Hills.
Beverly Hills. I
Mm-hmm.
watched it, but I'm nothing. Even with the Erica Kane stuff, we're watching it in real time. You can watch the real stuff happen on Twitter. So that didn't impress me.
What's so
And
crazy is
Sonic was good, good, but Huntsville is far better.
but you saying that I didn't even write anything down about New Jersey. So if we talk about New Jersey, y'all gonna have to bring it up. It's not in my notes. So I
Um,
mean the Gia
I
thing, but
love
other than that,
New Jersey. Yeah.
yeah, but
Well,
I
it
love
was just
Jersey.
good. It was good
San-
TV. It was
I feel like those relationships are real. Does that make sense in New
yes,
Jersey?
yes,
And
yeah,
so their friendships seem real, the fights seem real. So it's
right.
not as fake as some of the other puts. That's why I think we like Huntsville because it's real. You can tell this is no, they not faking the fun.
You
Um,
know what? I didn't even think about that, but
yeah.
maybe that is why. Maybe
Hmm.
you know what? Maybe that is
It
why.
is. It's what
Because yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
because it's really real. Sandy likes Bolo them.
That was
Potomac is
terrible. That was, I think, that was, in my opinion, like the worst Atlanta season since
oh
the first.
Potomac was her Tidy's favorite. So Antoinette we were just talking about this before we got live about Monique and is it Love and Marriage DC or DMV? If it was
DMV.
real or not.
Yeah.
Do you all think that's real? And if so, would you watch it? Potomac, yeah,
I
they
would
like
give
Potomac.
it. I would give it a shot, but I always have to. If you all know, Oprah has been. This would be her fourth franchise or her first and fourth installment of shows that's similar. Because if you all remember, Love and To Have and to Hold, that was a show that was. I think that one was Charlotte. That only
was on
lasted
OWN?
season. To Love and
I
To
didn't
Have
watch
and
that.
to
I'm gonna
Hold.
look it up.
It was Charlotte. It was another city. Oprah has been trying with this friend to try to get I don't know if it's Oprah or the owner where
Right.
because to my understanding she doesn't have as much influence anymore on this network. That I know that she doesn't even own the majority shares anymore.
Right. But I do still think she probably has a say so. Like Andy doesn't own as much as he used to. But I still think they have some say so, but
see,
not as much.
he never did own Bravo.
Yeah. Right.
He was taken on as an employee under Bravo.
Under Bravo's
and he
umbrella.
brought his franchise to Bravo.
Yeah.
So that's a little bit different. Oprah, this was her network.
Yeah, but I don't even think that he owns any of the Housewives stuff anymore. I think he gave a lot of it away.
He said he does own. He claims he still owns
the majority.
Housewives. I don't know about that.
Yeah, I
don't know about the percentage, but I know he said something about because he even retweeted it recently. I talked about this openly, and he retweeted the article.
I have to look that up.
It actually happened a long time ago, way back than what we think. It was like 2017. It was like before the baby. It was far back because I want to say he had the baby in 99. I mean 2019. 99, Lord. So I think it was like 17 when this happened.
Not 99, child.
I know, I'm like 1999. I'm tripping.
I'm gonna agree with Antoinette about Selling Sunset. I love that show. They crazy. I wish, and Selling Tampa would be good too. Right now,
I'm surprised nobody's
talking about some of the favorite moments.
What's the Salt Lake City one? Nobody said that.
Where the guy? I'm
Callie,
sorry,
I can't hardly hear you. What you say, Joy?
You can't hardly hear me?
Yeah, now I can hear you a little better.
Okay. No, I was just saying I'm surprised no one picks Salt Lake City with all of their drama, but I don't watch it either.
We don't have a connection to those people.
Yeah,
and I think that's why we're like, okay, I watch it. My daughter likes it. She watches.
It's okay. I think it's better than Portia's show, but I don't want y'all.
This Selling Tampa show that they're talking about, is this because my mama don't watch reality TV. She was telling me about some show. It has something to do with real estate because she loves real estate shows. And the guy used to be married to some woman and he dumped her. She used to be an interior designer or something, and he dumped her and married. I think it was like an assistant or something. They gave
I don't know what show
another show in another name doing the same thing.
But that's Selling Sunset, I think.
I haven't seen or heard about that on Tampa. I've tried to watch it. Because it used to
be, his name was Tarek. He used to be with his wife, and now he's dating.
That must be it. Yeah. My mom don't even watch reality TV.
It's good. Selling Sunset.
What she said, it's so good.
It's a white show, but I like it.
TV shows.
And Selling Tampa, I guess it's the black version of Selling Sunset, even though I haven't watched it.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're gonna go through the list of a few things that happen in reality TV. And I'm trying to think what we're going to talk about first. So, some of this stuff, we're just going to do a quick thing about. I thought this show was good. What did y'all think about BET Presents the Encore? Did you enjoy it? Do you think it'll come back?
Oh, girl, this show was not. I watched it, but it was touchy at the end. It was like, woo.
It wasn't a good show, but we liked, I liked seeing Shamari and
Nivea.
And Nivea, yeah. So it and Aubrey, the ones that made the group outside of Shamari, I mean, I don't want to see them or hear them.
Right.
Oh no, we have to
It was,
personalize.
yeah, I will admit it was good seeing them, but it wasn't like.
Yeah, it was just good
First of
seeing.
all, I like Shamari. I
Yeah.
wish she would have given, because I think that she could have been like the star. She was a little bit different.
Mm-hmm.
She had real star power in my opinion.
But
I would have liked.
didn't she say that they made her seem like a drunk or something? I didn't watch her
And see,
season.
she did get drunk a couple of times, but I never would have. I would have never thought that would have. In my head, I would have to be a little drunk on TV to
Right,
go
to make it.
anyway.
Well, she didn't watch New York evidently because that's drunk. Okay,
That's all they do.
Shamari, that's
They
drunk.
get white
You were
girl
nothing
wasted,
compared
and
to
they in
them.
their mid-50s.
And they falling down drunk.
Yeah,
You
I
don't
mean,
get
but
an encore and an encore. So
Like,
she
they
everybody,
was
pee on
white girl
themselves
wasted.
drunk.
She was
They
white girl
pee on
wasted when
Huh?
attacking Eve's Panunai, and she was doing a bit much, but I thought it was funny. It was good.
I
oh,
thought it
for
was
encore.
interesting
Okay, so
TV.
next I have something that we just talked about, Salt Lake City. So I feel like it's okay for its sophomore year. I think the biggest thing right now is Jen Shaw, which I didn't watch this. Did anybody watch this on Hulu? I didn't
No,
watch it.
I still haven't.
I want to watch it because I want to know what really happened, because it seems like maybe she didn't even understand what was going on in
she
my
knew what was
mind.
going on.
You think she
I
knew?
watched some of the shows, but to be honest, the main reason I watched was, yeah, she got arrested. That was interesting. I just wanted to see how the people would attack her husband for, spending that stolen money to take care of his family.
Oh, did he do that? See, I didn't watch Salt. I
I
haven't
mean, but
watched it.
her money was the income. So it was like Tom and Erica.
Right.
And so I kept thinking, and I think it was Joy or somebody said, nah, that ain't gonna happen. And it has not happened.
It has not. They have not talked about Coach Shaw at all.
No, I mean, no. Everybody, he's just a quiet, lovable person, it seems. And nobody's had anything negative. She went off on him and his family because she doesn't think they support her enough. But the backlash, if you think about it, it's really the same thing. Two people that are criminals that are using their
Right.
money to take care of their family. Erica was attacked, but this lady's husband has not been and will not be. So
What did he get 20 million in his account? I'm just asking.
I don't know. I don't know how much money they got in their account, but according to Erica, neither did she. But the
But
point
she
is that
did.
they're living off of that money.
I'm thinking
Right?
maybe because Erica divorced him. He's still married to his wife. Like, it seemed like she was trying to get ahead of the arrest. I mean, of what was going on, because she knew. I think that was what people were thinking. Not saying she's guilty, but I think it was more factors with Erica because she left. Then she was able to move into this big old house. It was just, but I don't know. Erica wasn't making no money. So you saying at least Coach Shaw worked. Well, I guess Erica was making money.
Erica was making money. What do you mean?
Yeah. Did y'all see
I'm
when
watching, I've been binge watching. I don't even watch regular TV. I need to cut off cable. I've been binge watching Housewives of Beverly Hills.
Oh yeah.
I'm on the season right now that Erica's on. She's so fake. She talks like this and all sweet.
And now her voice is like sound like a man.
Right. And it's really funny. When I was watching it, I had my back turned to something and I turned around. I said, why is she talking like that? Look, I was like, why she
because
talking
now she
like
sound like James Earl Jones. Like she went from LaToya Jackson
Oh, that was so
to James Earl Jones.
Somebody tweet, that girl is 3 situations from sounding like James Earl Jones.
The more she lied, the deeper her voice get. Her octaves get real low. Did Jen Shaw take from orphan and widows, Callie? I'm not getting
Yes, she did. And she took from one of
allegedly
the
from elderly.
She took
Yes,
from
she
one
did
of
elderly.
there's an elderly lady that is in Atlanta. She took from her. That lady put her retirement out there to try and start a business on her own, and she got scammed. And was it Jen specifically? No, but in all of these cases, it's not just her specifically. There's other people that are part of it that she claims she doesn't know, but of course the lawyers are saying that she does. So yeah, they definitely took advantage of old people.
They did. So I wonder I need to watch a documentary because I don't really understand it. But I think is Ronald Richards going after her too? Or no, do we know?
Well, he's in her documentary.
Oh, he is.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna have to watch that. They talking about Erica. I guess we'll do. There's no backlash for Jen and her husband. I haven't heard any. But Mary,
well, I think Jen is getting plenty of it.
Yeah, Jen is getting it.
But not her husband.
I mean, you kind of get the impression that her and her husband ain't been together anyway.
I mean, he was never there.
But I don't think
he didn't have to be if he living off
and
that
I think
money.
they were even separated for a minute.
Yeah. Well, I think we'll find out.
I don't get the impression I ain't seen them together since the first season when she threw that party for him.
Right. And she was crying because he wasn't around when her dad was sick, and he claimed it was coaching, which they do say coaches travel a lot. But so did y'all see this when Mary was like to Jen, I pray that you're guilty. I mean innocent.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Mary is crazy. So I don't know much about Mary either. But they say she has a cult church. I don't know if that's true. But if so, I guess if people still go, does that make it her fault?
She's addressed that too on the show, which surprised me.
What did she say? I haven't gotten to that episode.
Well, she told people she was upset that people were comparing her to the criminality of the Jen Shaw. She said her church is not a cult.
Oh,
yeah.
So she's definitely brought it up.
And it doesn't seem like she's even accused for anything criminally. Like you can look, I'm gonna try to be as sensitive as possible here. You may think a religion is a cult. It might even fall up under the very definition of what a cult is. I always am mindful that all religions fell under that definition at some point of its growing. And I don't think it's fair because she may really believe everything that she says. And the people in the audience may believe everything that she says.
Mm-hmm.
Or do you understand what I'm saying? So in my opinion, you should not compare, because if someone decides to give a donation, no matter how large, because they want to, that's their business.
That's what I said. You can't be mad at her for that.
I don't know. It is one thing because even the guy, when they asked the one guy who allegedly gave $300,000 or his house or whatever, mortgaged his house, one of the questions he asked is, "Did you tell him to? Did they tell you to?" And he was like, "What did he say? Something like they have a way of trying to convince you of." It's, to me, that's a yes or no. Somebody asked for your house, so they don't. Now, if you're talking about, because one of the concepts, and I don't want to get into a religious talk, but one of the concepts is, there are religions that believe, you give your offering to God, and they think you do that in the form of money.
Mm-hmm.
That's your obligation. And I think it's an obligation in all religions, but some people
kind of about poverty
use that. Exactly. Yeah. I'm trying to be sensitive without.
I know I'm helping you a little bit. Yeah. Let's see what Tessa's saying. Really, it's tricky. That's tricky.
It is. Yeah. It's a tricky topic.
And I feel like people are mad at Mary, but there's so many other mega pastors that aren't Black women who have been making money, and they finding money in their walls, and they're doing all this stuff. Right. And nobody trying to put them in jail. But y'all trying to put Mary in jail. I don't understand why we do this to our people. Like, there's people who do. I mean, I don't get it. It's so true. But I ain't saying no names. And let me put up the little fair thing up.
Wait, say that again, Monty.
I am trying not to. I ain't gonna say it. You better play because I might get in trouble. We just gonna put that up there. Okay. So next we have New York. Did anybody like New York?
Well, yes, I watched it.
watched it.
It was a very telling season.
It was
Hmm.
terrible. It was terrible.
Oh, she
It
said
was
her
terrible.
mother divorced her father after 39 years because the church told her to. Child.
That's not New York you have up.
I have Beverly. Sorry, y'all. Guess let's talk about Beverly Hills then.
New York was
Let me get New York up. Oh, well, I labeled it New York. I don't know what I did with New York, y'all. We just
well,
want to
first of all, I think Ebony was a good pick for the show, honestly.
Okay.
She was able to hang with all of them and they couldn't take her.
Here's New York.
So
Yeah.
it turned into, race turned into the main topic.
So,
And she wouldn't let it die either.
do you think that them trying to make her fit in was a problem? Because they were trying to get with this, we're not racist. We want to put more people of different colors and religions on the show. And this forced kind of relationship messed it up, or what do you mean? What do y'all
Forced relationships always mess things up. So that could
Yeah.
definitely be a part of it. But Ebony was a really good fit. She was smart, very, very intelligent, educated. She has come from not so much money and then a lot of money. She's been in jail just like most of them have.
Right. Like, oh,
Yeah. So she was a good fit. I think the Ramona was a mess, but I don't think it was anything none of us didn't already know. It just
Ramona's
stuck out
always
a
been
little
that.
bit more.
Right.
But for
Ramona's
me, the
always been a mess.
Brashear was the one that came and I didn't like her. I didn't like her at all. She kind of went
Who?
against Ebony
The
that
other
one
black
time. And
Brashawn or whatever her name.
yes, Brashawn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she did. I really think so too. So one of the big things on New York was white fragility. It was so much that they had to end up like stopping the show, and they didn't even have a reunion. And then right now, the show is on hiatus, so I don't even know when
See,
it's
that's
coming back.
pathetic too.
Yeah, all because a lot of people was like they wanted to protect Ramona, but I'm not sure if that. I don't know if that's true or not. But that was
Because
really,
how do you protect Ramona?
I guess at the
Ramona is a whole mess. Like
Yeah.
Yes, she is.
that whole franchise, in my opinion, ran its course. If they wanted to like really revive it, in my opinion, they would do a whole new cast.
Yeah.
I was reading an article, I was completely bored, and I can't remember who it was. It was somebody who left that was saying that New York can't last without Ramona.
I heard
And
that
all I kept
too.
thinking is, and it was somebody who, in the article that they quoted, who had already left New York. And when I was reading it, I was thinking they must not know New York, because that New York probably has a 10-year window when it probably started 10 or 12 years ago. They probably need to think about what made that cast dynamic.
Yes. Go
Because
into it.
yeah, because the women that were in their mid 40s or 40 or 50, that's not people over 50, that's not your target audience. So they need to kind of refresh, and they could, if they, New York is, in my opinion, like the perfect place to like really mix it up. You know, you don't have to have one token person of color.
Right. It could be a
Why
whole
I
not
bunch of
agree.
different
have,
races.
I mean, it's New York. New
It's a
York
melting pot, right?
it don't look like 5 white women and 1 black woman. It don't
Right.
look like that. You know,
I-
that should be easy to find Latinos and
yeah, they have the Heights. They have Harlem. I
black
mean, they have
people. Right.
everything.
It's just an array of
Italians, anything.
people that they could put together. And I even like the idea of a entrepreneurial situation like they did with Bethany.
Yeah.
Bethany didn't have any money for real when she started. She was the poor one
She was.
and built a huge franchise based off of I even love that attitude. Pick people that are up and comings. Think about Atlanta. nobody on there was anything. Sheree was the most successful.
Yeah, and now
To
look.
kind of put that in perspective, and
Yeah.
she lost everything by the second season.
Mm-hmm. I
And
heard Jill
everybody
was.
else. So I mean, I would love to see them, and they need to get some new producers. No disrespect,
Yeah,
but you have to get some new producers.
they
There are
say
people
that
out there that are
Potomac's
begging.
producers are going to Atlanta. Did y'all hear that?
Really?
Yep, the Potomac producers are helping Atlanta this season, so it might be okay, y'all. And they are, and I heard they are bringing Jill back and possibly Dorinda to New York.
I did read that, but
Yeah.
I don't
Well,
know.
Antoinette, Bethany's father had money. Is that what she has there?
Bethany's father did have money, but he didn't give it to her.
Yeah, he didn't give it to her. She was
Yeah.
very estranged from him
She
and
did,
her
like
mother.
she was a strange, because I remember that time they was walking over the bridge. I'll never forget it. And Ramona told her that, Bethany, nobody loves you. Nobody, it must be bad. Nobody in your life cares about you. And I'm sitting here
Yeah.
like, Ramona, how could you say that to somebody?
Mm-hmm.
Ramona has always just been a piece of work.
Forced
But I agree with T
diversity,
about
yeah.
forced diversity is not appealing to views. I feel like they need to get a group, or like, even if they went to like a little social club and just got women who knew each other and put them on the show, and they at least knew each other and had a dynamic, it would be a
I
little
think
better.
that's why Jersey is so good when it's good. Because for the most part, those women really do know each other.
Yeah, they know
Like
each
they
other.
know each other since they were like kids.
Yes.
You
Yeah,
got a
that's
couple
true.
outsiders,
Mm-hmm.
you know, that cause a little mess, that form friendships, but for real, like those are the shows that we enjoy watching. In my opinion, I don't mind forming the friendships, but I think that it's just more authentic. In
I
my
agree.
opinion.
And
Mm-hmm.
you're done with Atlanta. I'm gonna give it a chance. I kind of didn't watch Atlanta after the Bolo episode. I don't even think I watched it anymore. So I'm gonna try it again. But if I don't like it, I won't watch it. I'm just gonna tell y'all. I'll do like I'm doing Portia's show. We'll still talk about it, but I'm gonna watch clips.
Antoinette, are you watching Portia's show too?
And Atlanta is delusional if they think we want to listen to Marlo
Right.
and Kenya, the two meanest women that I've ever seen on reality TV, go
Kenya?
after each other. That would be like awful.
And I think
That
that's
would be
what's
like
happening.
awful, because Marlo cuts to the white meat,
Yeah.
and Kenya does too. Both of them eat off of your insecurities. It's one thing for me and you to be arguing, and I talk about your ugly feet or your wig is shifted, and it's another thing for you to talk about my mama.
Oh, Heidi
You
said
know what
Marlo
I'm
is
saying?
nice. Heidi, Marlo is not nice. She
Marlo
told Kenya
is.
her
I
mama
like
That's why
Marlo.
her mama didn't love her or something.
I
That's not
think.
Yes.
nice.
Well, yeah. I mean, she's nice as long as you do it her way. I mean, she's kind of weird. She's not.
nice as
She's
long as
not
you do what she
purposely
wants.
mean to people. I don't see, but I don't think Kenya's mean. I think
I don't think
Kenya is
Kenya's mean
Kenya.
either. I think that you're right, Sandy. They love the camera time. They just do it for the camera time. So let's talk about Girls Trip. Did anybody watch it? We didn't ever cover it, but I really like Girls Trip. I feel like Peacock has better shows than Bravo right now. I like that it was fresh. It felt new. They were real. They talked about each other's franchises. You got to kind of get backstories. They were more vulnerable. So
And it was short.
Yeah.
They didn't drag it on.
That's probably why we liked it too. It was short, to the point. We didn't have to hear about Bolo 18 episodes. You know, it was just really
But
good.
Luann sure brought it up, didn't she?
Yes, she did. And it was good when she brought it up. The way she brought it up was funny and fun. When she brought up Bolo, Luann. So this is the cast for part 2. It's the ex-Housewives, if you haven't noticed. None of them are on Bravo shows. They're going to be at Dorinda's house. And it's supposed to be really good. There's supposed to be fights. Phaedra's supposed to be holding people back from fighting. So we might cover this one maybe, if y'all want to, if nothing else is on. So now let's get to Beverly Hills. I enjoyed Beverly Hills. Did y'all really enjoy it, or was it just the Erica show? Hold on, let's see. Somebody saw me.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, Eva's going to be on there, and Phaedra. I think Eva will be okay.
Who will
Hopefully.
she hang with? I can't. I'm trying to look at the picture and see who
Let me
would
pull it back
fit.
up so y'all can see it. It's Vicky, Tamara, Dorinda, Jill, Eva, Brandy. I think Eva and Brandy, Phaedra,
When
and
is that
Taylor.
one supposed to start?
Eva
I
and
am not
Brandy.
sure. That's Brandy.
I can't
I
see
know they're
anybody on
filming
there that
because
Eva would vibe with.
she might not. I know they're filming because they're shooting their confessionals right now. So does
Mm-hmm.
that mean they're about to air it when they're doing their confessional looks? Because they've
I
been
don't
showing them
know.
on the green
Probably.
screen on Instagram. Hold on, we got a comment. Then I'm gonna go to fake folks together. We'll see. We're gonna try it. I'll try anything, but then I won't stick with it if I don't like it. So, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I feel like one of the best parts of it was the ugly leather pants wearing the ugly dress.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and I feel like Sutton in the beginning got on my nerves, but towards the end, she kind of stopped being so. I don't know, what was she worried about everything?
She stayed on my nerves.
So Sutton stayed on your nerves. The people who are watching, did y'all like Sutton? I liked Crystal's nice nastiness. I felt like she was really good, and she really did, for a rookie, she did a good job coming in.
Yeah, I just wish it would have lasted the whole show, the whole season.
Yeah, she got boring towards the end, didn't
She
she?
did. She got boring, but everybody turned out to really like Sutton after the whole Erica thing. So,
I think because Sutton was the only one that was saying what most people were thinking.
Yeah. And then next we have, and this is T. I don't know if T's on, the bully thing. I love when T posted this because they're saying that Garcelle is a bully.
Oh.
But yet T and Honey, she's in our group.
label her an angry black woman.
Yeah, they tried to label Garcelle angry when they have all been angry. Erica has cussed everybody up and down, around and around, and has never been called a bully.
She did turn that around though very quickly. I'm glad she didn't leave the table that day.
Yeah.
Because it needed to happen the way that it happened.
So now we're going to get to our favorite lady, Erica. I feel like, I don't know if the show would have even been as interesting to watch if it wasn't for Erica. Even though it was happening in real time, it still was kind of interesting to see her reactions to things.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I was in her situation, if I don't know if I would have been because she was aggressive. If you're going to call somebody aggressive, but then when you feel backed into a corner, do you attack? Like, would you have handled it the same way?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not exactly shy and quiet. And if somebody is kind of coming at me, I think I would do everything that she did. She just didn't let up on them. But had she let up, they would have buried her. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I'm glad it's over, even though it's not really over. I can't wait till next season to see if we're going to go in on Dorit the same way.
Possibly. I know they're not going to stick with Erica. Garcelle said in an interview that I watched that they didn't really want to go through that again. So I think they're not going to focus on her as much, and maybe it will be Dorit. Are you talking about the what do you call it, the robbery?
Yeah, the robbery and all the debt that he has. And the video showing that the people that robbed him were back there kind of discussing the game plan ahead of time.
Oh, yeah. I hadn't watched that yet.
Y'all have to see. It's the craziest thing ever. I don't know how they haven't been arrested. Because it clearly looks like he where the robber broke the window. I can't emphasize. They never went in. This isn't hearsay. You can literally watch the whole video of the guy these were black men talking to somebody. Am I lying, Callie? Sitting
there
talking to somebody, and the guy said for like 2 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
He opened the window.
What?
He's talking to somebody, and then breaks the window and don't even go in that door.
Right.
Leaves. I guess the other guys, and it looks, and the next time you see them, they're coming out the front door.
Oh, they come out the front door.
They're coming out the front door.
So they okay. So
And
why do you
Dorit
think?
said, she woke up with one of them over her bed. What? No, I don't think they
What?
had time to go find her bedroom. They was outside trying to figure out what was going to look less like
Okay.
a fake.
I'm gonna go watch that. Did anybody else see this thing? I didn't see it. I thought that some of the best memes came out of it. Oh no, let's talk about Tom first. Does anybody see the switchback in this picture?
Still don't know what that means.
Do you see it,
Yeah.
Callie?
We talking and
Do you see the cliff? Does anybody believe Erica's story?
I don't see anything not to believe. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay, Callie. Is your name Erica Jane today too?
No.
Okay. What
All
else?
I'm saying is I use that map on my address to show the same street. So things can be manipulated. Okay.
Oh, so that's a manipulated photo. So what about this then? Do you believe the snowing in Pasadena?
no.
Callie?
No.
But maybe he wasn't in Pasadena, right?
And then when it came up at the reunion, she said, "Well, that's my son. I'm not going to talk about that."
Oh, I didn't even catch that. I don't know. That's kind of what bothered me was she put her son in it. I feel like she should have left him out.
Well, what bothered me is that y'all put her in it. Tom was the crook.
So we shouldn't even have mentioned her.
Well, you have to mention her. She's his wife. Was.
Are they divorced?
I don't know. Are they?
I don't know.
I think so.
Well, hopefully she's divorced and got and with a new man with some money. This right here was a big thing, a big topic with his eye. Did we ever find out what do you think was? Did they ever say what was going on?
What's that on Lisa's chin?
I don't know.
Or what's going on?
I don't know.
I don't know about that eye. I mean, he bruises easily at his age, I would think.
Yeah.
Mm.
And then what else? Oh, this was another one. I think Beverly Hills had a few things. What do y'all think about Kathy?
Oh, again, this is hilarious. So I'm watching.
Oh, Sandy, there we go.
I'm watching.
I have to get that together. Together.
Beverly Hills. And Beverly Hills. They use hunky dory a lot. Every time they use it, I get it. Because I think about Kathy. Yes. And one time, Kyle was crying, talking to me, you trying to pretend like everything is so hunky dory, and I just bust out laughing.
I did not realize that.
I didn't either. You know, when hindsight is 2020 when you're watching this, but as I'm watching this, I understand why why Kyle is the star. I flat out don't like Lisa Rinna. She's so
not at all. Not at all.
She is the. I hate to say this is my girl too. I love her. She is the Giselle.
No, she's worse than Giselle. No, ma'am.
Definitely. Definitely. I won't argue that.
Can anybody be worse than Giselle? No.
Now, yes, people can be worse than Giselle, but I don't.
Rinna's horrible.
I know that's a hard one.
Because she literally latches on to somebody else's issues. And the difference between Giselle, most of the time, is minor things.
Yeah.
Or she'll make fun of it in a way. Like Lisa Rinna, like her first season on, latched on to Kim's alcoholism.
Alcoholism,
the second season, she's latching on to, I can't think of the girl's name, the one who has Lyme disease.
Yolanda.
Yolanda, and now
Yeah.
is convinced that Yolanda is lying.
Yeah.
And I haven't watched season this. I think this is season 5 or 6. I haven't seen 7 and 8, but see, I watched her at 9 because
And
she
you know
did
her.
that. So she did. This is a pattern.
It's a pattern.
It's a
But she don't talk
pattern.
about her stuff. But
Like
when they
you
try to
don't
talk
know
about
anything
Harry,
about her,
she
and
went,
you're
yeah.
and the mere fact that all Kim said was, "Why don't you talk about you? You only talk about your husband." She almost had
She
a
almost,
heart
you know,
attack.
what you break the bottle and cut a bit.
Yes, that's
She
where it
almost
came
cut a bit.
from.
Yeah.
That's where it came from.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm watching this and I'm like, I don't like this woman. Like, I don't like her.
Right. I don't like her either. I thought this was a funny little thing. The case of Erica Jane and the rolling cars. I feel like some good stuff came out. And this is my favorite because I have a chihuahua. That's
Giselle.
the best. So y'all ready? Okay, let's talk about, I guess I have the Bravo chat room. Did you all watch it with the revamp where they had actually Bravo's like celebrities come on and talk
Mm-mm.
about things?
I
No.
did.
You didn't watch it? Did you watch it, Sandy?
No, I didn't.
Oh,
I
well,
watched
if you
it.
look at the ratings, the show's almost got with them too, and it has to be cheap to do this show. It has like the ratings of better than Watch What Happens Live and some
Yeah.
of the actual shows with ensemble cast.
Yeah.
So I wish
Where is it at now? Is it not coming on or
they
what?
normally do it when Andy goes on break. He goes on
Oh.
like a winter break and then a spring break and then another break.
Okay.
And then they'll come. But I feel like this should come on more if the ratings want it. I really
I
enjoy it.
actually like their I like their concept if it would rotate with the who was get picked. I think would be great. Because I don't want them necessarily having people on who's currently show is currently on, if that makes sense.
I got you.
Because they can't talk.
Yeah.
Whereas everybody else can give their opinion and predict and move forward. You can interview that person. You can bring them in to ask them questions. But I don't think, like, if Atlanta is on Portia and Potomac, they very rarely run at the same time. But I don't think they should be on if their show is run.
If their show is on.
Correct.
I get what
agree
you're
with
saying.
It's
Yeah.
competing.
Well, it's not that it's competing. It you can't talk enough.
You can't talk about what's going on your show, basically.
Yeah, you can't really, because you know things, and Giselle told us things that we probably wouldn't have known, like the fact that she apologized and we never saw it. Karen confirmed it, so it's okay to have her on to ask her questions, but it's just so many things that they can't say.
Do you feel her apology was genuine?
Well, they didn't show it. They didn't show it. So we don't know. So let's get to Potomac, my girl. So I wanted to kind of talk about some of their moves because I feel like Potomac used to be the show that nobody talked about. And now they're doing great things. So right now, Candace has her little music out. Candace, Giselle, and Eva, they did a movie. Giselle has her eyelashes. And then we have the best thing of it all, the War of the Candles. So what do you all think about the War on the Candles? Did anybody try anybody's candles, first of all?
No.
No. You did get Giselle's eyelashes, right?
I got Giselle's eyelashes. I got Robin's hat.
You got Robin's hat, which I want a reasonably shady shirt, but all they have is crop tops right now, and it's white. I don't want one of those. We found out that Wendy had her business, even though she acted like she didn't know. Why do you think that Wendy? Do people think that she dumbed down? What do you think people think about that?
Okay, but she should not have. I mean, because when she was talking to Eddie about the business plan she did not have, and she sounds so clueless. And it made her look worse because she came in as the 4-degree Dr. Wendy.
Yeah, but that was not her area of expertise. At least she shared that with her husband. So, well, that's what she had Eddie for. she at least acknowledged that she was limited in that
Yeah.
area. So in that
Sandy,
regard, I agree with that.
Sandy, you might not know this because it didn't make it on the air, but the clip that Montanique just put up there, Wendy already had this business plan done before we even saw one episode of her in season 5. Mind you, we just watched
Really?
Yeah,
Yes,
July
that's
2020.
what that is.
Yes.
This is everything. So that conversation, put it like this: the conversation that she had with Eddie about how to start her business, when she was having that conversation, she had already done it. It already was an LLC. It was done. That's why I said Wendy
this is
fakes
mind
too
blowing
much for me. She fakes too much for me to watch her on television. Like I really want to I did fast forward through her scene with her boys when they were talking about the Black Lives Matter. I only went back and rewatched it because I saw somebody on Twitter say, "This is the most beautiful fakest scene I've ever seen on reality TV." And I said, "Was it that bad?" So when I went back and rewatched it, I said, "It is." I can't even watch. I mean, from the 10 book bags that she had those ladies come over and stuff to her, I mean, those are all fake scenes. Every scene that she's led, I ain't talking about that she's in. I'm saying that she leads has been fake. We didn't get to see an authentic her car. It ain't no way you're gonna convince me that she went to bed that night and didn't tell Eddie what Giselle said to her when they were in Warrensburg.
Right.
No
she
way
didn't
you
give us the experience to hear his reaction.
But she went to bed with a face full of makeup on and big hoop earrings and didn't tell him. But what we got was that forced hurt people with that one tear.
That
only one side of her tear ducts work.
Right. I called the one tear, 1 week Wendy. And I do you all want Wendy back?
Yes, I like Wendy.
She's coming back, but
she's a classy lady. Yeah. You can't have just bees on there, okay? You have to have a balance, okay? And I think she brings something to the show, okay? She's highly intelligent. You know, you can't always have the Ashleys who chooses to have them film her with when she's got the nursing bottles clipped to her upper without saying something bad. Right. You know, so that was in poor taste. I don't think that should have been filmed. If she's a mother, there's a portion that you should have some pride in and not have that on camera. She has the milk bottles actually suctioned on to her nipples, and I thought that was in poor taste.
You didn't like that?
No, that wasn't for the camera.
It didn't bother me. I wouldn't do it. I did breastfeed, but I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, but you don't show that to the world. That's what you do.
I would
for your child as a bond. That's sacred. This is just Ashley more camera time. That's what she does.
She really didn't have nothing else, though, if you think about it.
Well, that's true too. But that's either that or she starts stuff. That's what.
Kelly, you ain't gonna get in on this. They talking about Ashley. So, what do you think about the Candace Ashley beef? Do you think that they will make up, or?
Well, it seems like they already have.
They've been out together, right?
So I don't think they'll go further than they have, but they seem to have fun together. Candy said Ashley was a fun girl, which she is. Yeah. She can't dance, but somebody really encouraged her to get on TikTok and move in.
She can't dance. So you want Ashley to go, Gator? Who wants Ashley to go? Everybody?
I do.
So this is what I heard. Somebody said that Ashley is not needed. Now, why do you think people think Ashley isn't needed? Who could replace Ashley that's there now?
I don't think anybody can replace Ashley personally.
Mia has the older husband who's like kind of perverted. Who
married him. He definitely is. She is a weirdo.
I like Mia.
He's licking his lips at another woman. Come on.
Camp, where you at?
This was one of my favorite. I forgot this was my favorite. Yeah.
Wait,
you at? Your hoe is here. Y'all, I was at work saying that, and I'm like, Lord, I can't. I work with some police officers sometimes. I can't be saying this.
I think Mia was a good part of the cast this season. I really did enjoy her, but I don't. Ashley's fine. I'm so used to her. I'd probably miss her if she wasn't there.
I
don't know if
like
I'd miss her,
Ashley.
yeah,
I do think that her husband
Ashley
Michael
played out okay in the beginning.
and I will honestly say I think she's here longer than I expected. You would think somebody on the television show with a husband that's been charged, whether they were dropped or not, but some of that stuff is so major. I'm surprised she's still here anyway.
I am too.
She's following the dollar signs. Are you kidding me?
Yes, she is. But you would think that Bravo would follow them in some way and know that possibly that could have hurt their audience. People don't want to see the pervert, but it obviously did nothing harmful. So
I don't think that they showed all what he really did.
Yeah.
First of all, I think it was a dumbed down version because even Ashley said that for whatever reason, G went after Giselle and Robin. We didn't even see that at all.
Yeah.
He flat out said that they took a real liking to him. Robin wasn't offended. She thought
liked it.
She liked. Well, I don't think that she liked G, but she said this dude is a strip club for
connoisseur.
He doesn't make any
sense. He's a stripper connoisseur, and she was like, he won't know me.
Yeah, he loves Giselle. I wonder why they didn't show that, because he was after them. Like, he really liked them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Mia wasn't surprised about it, so that was their, they obviously share a lot together.
Yeah, Mia and her husband. Yeah, because they had a threesome and she wasn't included. I was like, is that a threesome, or did your husband cheat in front of you?
Well, I wonder if Candace ever invited couples to her dungeon with her and Todd.
Probably.
Because Mia and G Money would
say
be
that. Yes, they say several.
They probably make them sign a non-disclosure. So Gator said that Ashley's not needed because Giselle starts the mess and Mia can deliver the bones.
Let me ask you this.
I agree with that.
Speaking of the dungeon, again, watching Housewives of Beverly Hills, and this girl is coming back. There was a girl, I can't remember what season. She was only on there one, I think 4. She was a witch.
Oh yeah, Carla.
Yeah, I remember her.
Carlton.
What?
That's her name.
Yeah.
And she was literally, not figuratively, literally building a dungeon, a sex dungeon in her house.
Yeah.
And when I was watching that, I said, are they recycling stories? Like she's building it. Like she's telling the guy, this is where I want the bed to go, so I can do this. This is where I want the pole to go. She is literally building this dungeon. And this was season 5. And I was trying to remember what season it was with Housewives and the whole, because I think they came in like 8 or something. But I'm just saying, I just thought that was like interesting.
It is. I think most of the Housewives have similar stuff. Have similar women.
She's filming a little. Yeah, she's filming a little. And Carlton was interesting because, and it's when somebody I'm in one of these Beverly Hills groups, and they were saying that Carlton was filming, and they had mentioned something about her divorce. And I said, in that particular day, I had literally just saw the episode that she had invited all the ladies over her house, and the ladies was like, "Why do you have all of these young, pretty girls as nannies and cooks, like they were all young girls?" And she was like, "I like to have beautiful women around me." She was like, "You're not concerned about your husband?" And guess who her husband had an affair with?
One of the nannies.
The maid.
The maid. Shut up.
And left her. And this I was shocked.
We didn't talk about Will Smith's wife.
Oh, yes.
Beverly Hills. Mm-hmm. So that's going to be good. Now that you brought Carlton, may be coming back. So is Sheree. So I can't wait to see her gather the girls better than Garcelle, because Garcelle don't know how.
Garcelle Sheree ain't hood, but she ain't gonna let you play her either.
She nice, nasty, like a little bit like what's her name? I can't think of her name. That's how forgettable she is. Sorry. What's the Asian one's name?
in New York.
No, in Beverly Hills.
Oh,
Ugly leather pants, girl. I don't know her
yeah,
name.
Kristen,
Crystal.
Crystal.
There we go. Crystal. So Antoinette thinks Robin needs to go to from Potomac. I think Robin is a great balance that they
I like.
need. They
She
need
the realest one.
yeah, they
She's the
need a
most
Robin.
normal.
They need a Robin. What else do I have for them? Hold on, let me look.
But I will give this prediction about Potomac.
Oh
I've given
Lord.
it before. Keep giving it. Y'all gonna be like, Joy was right.
I ain't gonna
Look,
say it.
okay, so and I really saw it at that pajama thing. So apparently, what's her name?
Candace, Ashley.
Candace threw a Christmas party and had an ugly sweater party, and
Uh-huh.
there was a picture of her, Wendy, and
A scholar.
and on that picture, she referred to herself as the brown-eyed girls or something.
Yes, the brown-eyed beauties, not the green-eyed bandits.
All I could do is shake my head
Yeah.
and think that this is going to be dark. This is going to be school days.
Not the wannabes versus the boogaboos
versus the jigaboos.
Oh no.
The dark-skinned girls versus the light-skinned girls, and it's gonna be, and the dark-skinned girls are going to come across mean, and because the light-skinned girls are retreaters. They're not fighters. If you look at them, they're not fighters. No. None of them are. In other words, they're walk away type women. Giselle ain't no in your face person. No. She may argue, but Giselle ain't finna get in nobody's face.
No, she ain't finna get in your face.
She ain't gonna let nobody get in hers.
No.
And when I say not let, she's not gonna fight you. She's gonna walk away.
Yeah, she'll leave.
Robin, she might not. But Ashley ain't no in your face type of girl.
And Mia won't be if she comes back.
They're going to be pitted against one another. I'm totally convinced.
I was like, why can you not be original? Why you got to be the brown-eyed beauties? Can y'all be something else? Now, what happened on the podcast? Will you let us know, Gator? I didn't watch it. Yes, the Nicki Minaj gave Giselle's kid something, and she also gave Robin's sons so far.
Gucci wallet. She gave everybody, and she said she was one of them girls, twin girls. She wanted a certain kind of Gucci that she couldn't find. I think it was Grace, because she wanted them to have something different from the twins.
Right.
So she said she got it, or she's going to get it and send it to her. She said she could have two.
Okay, did you all in the audience, did y'all like them purses?
I ain't talking about it.
I didn't, but it's a lot of Gucci.
I mean, they look like sewing
I only
kits.
like original Gucci. I want it brown and with the red stripe.
Yeah, I have the original Gucci.
Right. At the Dapper Dan. What's the color? Dapper Dan.
I can get my friend. I have a crossbody that's really pretty and little. That's what she should have got them girls.
Mm-hmm.
It's that pretty cute crossbody of mine. Every time I wear it, people are like, oh my God. But it was a nice gesture. And if Nikki gave me a Gucci bag, I might sell it.
If I'm gonna get a Gucci, I'm going old school. I'm going to Madonna, Jackie O. I want a Jackie O. There was this. Yeah. I used to actually have one. I sold it on eBay because it was ruined real bad. That bag is like $2,800. I literally got it at a thrift store. A Jackie O hobo.
I think I'm gonna have to get mine.
And it was green. It was green. And it was just the old school. I mean brown.
Okay, mine is brown. Uh-huh.
I think it was either brown or green.
Is that what you had, Antoinette, or what?
I had.
I've never seen a purple Gucci bag. I might wear that.
That's my favorite color, purple.
Mine too, so I might wear it. But what else I got for them? Okay, let's talk about I forgot to talk about their recently shady venture. Potomac girls are all doing something good. Karen, they have the candles, they have the podcast. Robin's and Giselle's podcast is so popular that they have so many downloads right now. They're under Charlemagne's Black Effect, which I didn't know that, and he brags about them a lot. So their show is doing great. I don't know if you listen to it, but I really like it. But let's talk about the reunion. Did you all like Nikki being at the reunion?
Yes, I did.
It's a good show.
She brought spice to it, and she kept it real.
I would love to see the outtakes, though.
Yes, they
Mhm.
said that they took a lot out.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
You know that they did, because we didn't even get to hear the question. I don't know if y'all remember. She asked, was Robin and her messing around with each other? We heard that in the previews, but they didn't
They did
show it on
answer
the
it.
show.
She said
On
for
the
$1 million.
show or the preview?
No, on the
Oh,
show. And then she
she
said,
did.
yeah, we would all do it, me, Robin, and Ashley. And then Candace
Oh,
was like,
she
me
sure
too.
did.
Yeah.
Mm.
But they said that she went in on a Giselle a lot more. They didn't show it. I think they went on everybody a lot more, but she didn't go in on Karen as bad. But y'all say because Karen old, people don't go in on her. Is that why?
I'm telling
Why
you,
does
yeah,
Karen
it's
get to get
elder
away with stuff?
abuse.
Karen
It's
is a
elder abuse.
classy lady, and don't play with
It ain't
Karen.
nothing classy about her.
Okay,
She is, all right.
are you on my phone, Sandy? If you call somebody a hoe, broken down whore,
Well, that's what I love about her.
University.
She's educated and she brings it down, right down straight.
That is
street.
not classy. If
That's
you
what I
say
love
somebody
about
got a
her.
hot box, Sandy, that is not classy.
That was wonderful. She kept it real. That's
That's
what
not
makes
classy.
it.
Classy and keeping it real.
Yes,
Two
it
different
is.
things.
Yes, she polished it up, but she was speaking the truth. So there was nothing out of the ordinary. You know, Giselle is always after everybody, okay? But her buddy is marvelous. And you see the way Robin's husband treats her. And he gets away with it. I mean, I don't think
Ray
he treats
don't
her.
love Karen half the time. Y'all don't say nothing.
I mean, he literally spent an
He
entire
literally
season
said,
trying to figure out if he loves her. Like, you've been
Well,
married
it was
25 years. You
sometimes,
ask your husband, do you
what is
love him?
that?
He say, I don't know. I mean, I don't know who
well, you know
that's
what?
scared.
We don't know what was going on behind closed doors, and they've been married for a very long time. I do know the fact that he decided to remarry her again. That's a statement in and of itself. That's
So
different.
why is it that it doesn't apply to Robin? So why is it that Robin, you're saying that we're judging, or you're judging an entire relationship between Robin based off of those little clips, but when we see Ray actually question whether or not he loves her, you're trying to equate that. Well, he is remarrying her. We like who we like, but let's be balanced.
Karen ain't classy, Sandy.
Did you see Juan's behavior with this baby that he wanted, and the way he talks to his wife, and she doesn't check
his
in?
wife like he doesn't want to be on reality TV.
Right.
That's what he talks. He does
her.
just enough to prove that they still together. But this is a man who just bought a house with his wife. He asked her to marry her last year. They're going to figure it out. There's already an argument that they already
what's
married.
the problem? What is wrong with going down to the courthouse and getting a license? Okay, why do you have
He don't
to have?
want to do that.
He doesn't want to do that.
Get married in the warehouse like Karen. You can't be making Robin do that, Sandy.
Right. I mean, everybody doesn't want to. I can look. They haven't been married for years. Her children didn't even know that they weren't married until they start watching the show.
You know what? She was taking his stuff when he was working. Okay, and then their marriage was going downhill because of the other stuff that was going down. And he doesn't show that his heart is really 100% Robin. Okay.
He don't show that.
I think he
don't show is that he want to be on reality TV. Juan has a real job.
Right. If you hear them talk on Reasonably Shady, Juan's always there. And he's in the room sometimes. I mean, he loves her.
Mm-hmm.
He don't like reality.
Well,
I think he's doing.
I'm from the school. Enough. Show me, okay? Show me, okay? Don't just tell me, okay? Show me. I have to see it in your action.
His money. So you think he's still mad about losing the money?
Yes, he does. He wants another baby, but if she does, she's going to be carrying that load all by herself. It's crystal clear.
Oh, not crystal clear number 2. We can't have 2 crystal clears on here.
Ain't nothing crystal clear.
So we liked Nikki at the reunion, right? So what do y'all
Yes.
think about her questions? You felt like that she asked the questions we wanted to hear?
Yes, absolutely. It was
Okay.
sensational.
I feel like she
Yeah.
liked all of them. She liked Robin and Giselle. She wanted to sleep with them, I think.
Yep.
What do y'all think about the
Oh,
receipts from Wendy?
she really
Sandy, what do
wanted
you think about the receipt?
Robin, but she would settle for Giselle.
Oh, she gonna settle?
Mhm. If she was after Robin, okay?
She wanted Robin.
Looking good, but to sweeten the package, if Giselle wants to join, why not?
Come on
She's
in.
open. Mhm.
So what do y'all think about the receipts from Wendy? Do y'all think they were good receipts or no?
She just wasted her time and embarrassed herself. We don't need another Monique. Nobody could do it the way Monique did, and she sure tried, and she failed epically.
It was horrible. What do you think, Sandy, since you like Wendy?
Well, Wendy, it had it blown up and stuff like that. That was what she called her receipt and so forth and so on. So she was at least coming with something. So I got to give her credit for that.
So if you just come with a blow up,
they had already explained it before she even brought it up.
Yeah,
So-
they should have just she should have left that little trick at home.
She had literally explained when I sent you that was 3 months ago. I thought it wasn't credible. It didn't come from a credible blog. So when this comes up months later, I'm like, you got to be talking about something else. I know you ain't talking about that mess.
Because nobody believes this.
Mhm.
Why do you think she went off so much? Do you think that Wendy felt like her husband was excluded from the drama of everybody else's husbands?
I think Wendy took a moment and ran with it. Because she even said, she was quoted into saying that in reality TV, you have to find a moment. That's one of the quotes that she has that's in that book. And that's what she did. Wendy was looking for a moment. Wendy is thirsty. Those kind of women on reality TV, in my opinion, are dangerous.
Parched, dehydrated.
Because they will do anything for fame. Mm-hmm. They'll do anything for fame. And those kind of people, like her, and I'll give you an example. Like I said, I didn't believe any of the scenes she led this entire season except one. And it was
one when she went off on Giselle.
And she was talking to her mother. That's the only scene that I said, this ain't going the way she wanted. And she would throw her mother under the bus for some source of entertainment.
Do you believe her when she made that statement to her mother that her mother clearly disavowed that it didn't happen, and Wendy knew that she devoted her life to whatever her mother says? I believe that was real. Do you not think so?
Yeah, that's what she's saying. That was the realest scene of them all.
But the mother was clearly embarrassed.
That was the only scene.
Well, you know what? She has to have something for the camera.
That she would be willing to humiliate her mother.
I don't know that she was willing, but she was going to keep it real because her mother's been running her all her life. And she's not even relinquishing the reins right now when Wendy clearly wants to do something else. And her mother's telling her, keep your job, don't make the changes. Well, she wants to stand on her own.
Mother actually hasn't said that this whole season. We're just continuing the narrative. Her mother actually hasn't said that.
Her mother was fine with her doing
the mother's style. You listen to the mother's style. You listen to the mother's style. She's very dominating, okay? And very controlling, okay? She has not released the reins yet. And clearly, Wendy wants to do her own thing now.
But she doing it. She unhappy in this, ain't happy. On the podcast, Candace said she told Wendy she should not have played into what Giselle said because she gave Giselle and Robin a storyline. I feel like she gave herself a storyline.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't give anybody but Wendy a storyline. And she had a storyline the whole time.
And I also want to say, speaking of going back to Beverly Hills one more time,
Go
There
ahead.
was a season, I can't remember what season it is, with Kyle Richards. Apparently, this entire season, there had been stories written about her in tabloids. It was
Yeah.
in print. That was when they actually had printed tabloids a lot more. And it was even in People.
Yeah.
It was even in People. Kyle, two people mentioned that affair. Kyle didn't even respond to either
Mhm.
comments.
That's
And
right.
it didn't become a point of conversation. There was until Brandy's house got broken into, and until her and Lisa Vanderpump, Brandy and Lisa Vanderpump fell out, and she mentioned that Lisa wanted her to bring the
The
tabloid
magazine.
information with
Hmm.
her, those magazines to, I think it was Santa Barbara, wherever they went. But my point was, Kyle Richards did that, should have been the standard. If somebody said those things about your husband, don't give it life. Wendy gives it, I gotta go, 100% life. Wendy
Yeah.
gave it life, and it fermented and it lived.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it did. They
She
said, because
gave
I
it
mean, I feel
life.
like
She made it
if she
seem
would have
like,
just,
I mean, it just think,
hello, oh, it went dead. I mean, I feel like if she wouldn't have, it
I'm
made it
still,
seem true. I'm just gonna say that it made it seem like it was some truth
yeah.
to it, the way she went off.
At the end of the, people start questioning. It
Yeah,
got to be some kind of truth to it, because of her reaction was so cuckoo. It didn't even make any sense. Like, nobody gives that much whatever when there are rumors, especially from vlogs. Like, for real. Like,
for
that's the
real, for
reason
real.
why Chatter Up does not do clickbait. We'll talk
Right,
about it, but we are not going to create it.
not
We
at all.
don't create news.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what other people do. And another thing,
We'll
I feel
talk
like I was
about it.
like, Wendy, what'd you say? I didn't hear you. I was sitting here and
I
I'm
said, we'll
like,
talk
Wendy,
about it.
we'll
So,
talk about it. Your husband's on a show. And people like, well, she's just trying to protect her family. Well, if she want to
That's
protect
right.
her family that much, get off the show. Because that's the only way
yeah,
you're gonna do it. They're going to talk about you and your family if you're on reality TV.
yeah, yeah.
Her husband is not exempt.
And
Un-
Well, she wants to
Mia,
control
they
the
said,
narrative.
well, yeah, that's true.
She wants to control the
you.
narrative.
That's not how
Okay?
you control the narrative. You control the narrative by putting it out yourself, like Mia did
Like
with her
Ebony.
mom. Instead of
Yeah.
people digging up the dirt on her mom and making it a blog story, she put it out there,
Talking about Mia.
and
Yeah.
she controlled 100% of the narrative.
Oh yeah, that was absurd. She talking about they just mad because they've never had a love like we have a love. I'm
No,
like, this
please.
is not Gone with the Wind, okay? This is not the soap
Yeah,
opera.
she
Hi, M.
Well, one thing
Austin.
you can
and
say, Wendy
they they
defends her
really put.
husband.
Do you know what we had to do to be together? Don't nobody care. You know what we had to be together. I mean, according to the vlogs, you Wendy a witch or cursed anyway. That's what the
Curse.
vlog said. According to that, she cursed anyway.
Hey, Carla, we're talking about all 2021 reality shows. We're on Potomac. We're about to get off of Potomac, though. So if you have anything you liked about Potomac, let us know. Did anything have it? What else did I have for Potomac? Oh, I want to talk about the one thing, and then we can move on because we got to do Huntsville before you leave, Joy. Colorism in Potomac.
Okay.
That was one of the biggest things, and Joy just brought up
This was
that
a
it's
year of
probably going to
colorism.
be rampant next season. Do you all think there is colorism in Potomac within them or of the people who are watching it?
I
Well,
don't think
I've said before, and mine is still the same. I think it's absolutely on the show. It's with them. Of course, it's probably with the audience as well. But yeah, I see it on the show.
So, Carla, you don't think it's a colorism within the people on the show?
No, I
Wendy,
don't
you
think
think
it's.
Wendy has the color?
I think Wendy might have a complex, but I don't really think it's colorism. I just think that it's the club. Okay, they're not in the clique. So if
That's
you're
it.
not in the clique, you're not gonna get no play. You stay over there. And so you might experience it as colorism, but it's not. You just not their cup of tea. But you know what? That door swings
I agree
two
with that
ways.
100%.
I do too.
That door swings two ways. Just like
and the reality
you ain't
is,
feeling it, I ain't feeling you. Okay.
Right. That's it. That's what it is. That's it.
And say whatever you want. Giselle is always the click. You can play
is.
around it, you can play within it. She's always the click. The same reason why
she's the instigator, okay? She starts the stuff and then she hides her hands.
Well, I tell y'all, she's like Regina George on me. I don't think
she doesn't hide her hands.
She don't hide her hands. She sits in it.
She does not hide her hands.
But she watches it.
That's Robin to do it for.
But they let her do it. They let her do it, Sandy, to them every time. She sets the scene and then they fall into place. It's not. That's not her fault. They let her do it. Gator said if there is colorist, Candace lost credibility the way she was swooning over Giselle and Robin, and then coming for Ashley's defense.
That's not colorism. That's
swooning
just her.
Over Giselle and Robin.
I think she said she was sleep with them in a threesome. She just said she would be in a threesome.
I don't think she was swooning over them. I think that generally they like each other. I think the only one that don't like somebody really is Wendy.
Yeah, she don't.
Because even Giselle and Karen, they've had their beef, but they have an underlying respect for one another.
Yeah.
Right.
The only one that I just don't see that like truly with is Wendy. Because I even think what's her name will come along. Mia, if she returns.
Yeah, I hope Mia comes back. So you think she was happy to be sitting next to them?
Candace always is on the defense, and you can't say nothing to her because she will come for you. Okay, she's like a firecracker. Okay,
she wasn't kissing up to them. Candace was her friend. Gator. Candace is Giselle's friend. The only person that was out of the out for real is Wendy. And I'm only saying that because Wendy don't mess with Giselle and Robin. It's not the other way around. Well, it might be now, but they're real friends. Like prior to these situations, they hung out. Like Candace had her out party for her music. All of them were there.
All of them but Karen.
Except Karen. I'm telling you, they have a general respect. And that this isn't something that was filmed. This is their own time.
And I'm gonna tell you another thing. Candace was supposed to come on at 10 o'clock, and they said she did not come on till after midnight, and they stayed. That's friendship, because they was tired and ready to go.
Now, were they getting a paycheck for attending?
No, it wasn't filmed. It was not.
No,
filmed.
this wasn't even filmed. This wasn't filmed. That's what I was saying. Like, what is an example of colorism?
I don't think it's colorism on this show, so I can't give you one.
I don't think so.
I'm with you, Gator. I know what you mean.
Where's the colorism at, Callie? Because
we've already talked about this. Y'all know good and well it's colorism when the lighter people can sit up and talk to other people any way they want to, and it's okay. But you let Wendy.
No, Callie said it was there. I didn't say it was there.
Huh?
She said that we said colorism was there. I didn't say it was there.
No, I think it's on the show. I think it's on the show because whenever these people are getting into it with one another, the only one that's really kind of hit hard for it are the darker skinned girls.
Because they keep going. You have to stop at a point.
No, that has nothing to do with keep going at something has nothing to do with colorism.
But that's why people are fed up with them, because they take it too far. That has nothing to do with the color of their skin. Because if Giselle did that, or if Mia did that and just kept going, people would tell them they need to stop too. That's not colorism. That's you just going too far.
Well, yeah, you're explaining a situation about going too far, but I'm not talking about going too far. I'm just talking about colorism and what happens the way they're treated on the show after somebody does something right or wrong. It does depend on.
Happy when Wendy went off on Giselle. They thought it was the best thing since sliced bread. They was like, about time somebody getting in her butt. Wendy's dark skinned, Giselle is not. So what do you mean? Nobody was going and saying that she did something wrong.
Okay.
They all
Wendy.
Yeah.
Oh, Wendy.
Yeah.
What?
Wendy started this colorism mess. If Candace thinks there's colorism, why is she sending the lighter skinned women on a pedestal? Candace lost people in her corner when she kissed up to them at the reunion.
Candace doesn't put Ashley on the pedestal, does she, to y'all?
I certainly don't put her on the pedestal.
Yeah, I mean,
she was defending her a little bit when Nicki Minaj was kind of going at her, but I think real talk, like I said, general, that could have been I can go off on her, but you can't. The us versus them kind of thought process, and they had been hanging out a little bit.
And I also feel like it's like it's your sister. I can talk about my sister, but you can't talk about my sister. You know what I mean?
The reunion just showed one situation that I would think would just make it clear for everybody. But if you don't want to see something, it doesn't matter how many times you look at it, you're still not gonna see it. But clearly there's colorism when you do something different if you're darker or lighter. That's why Ashley, when she was called out about it on the show, Ashley says, well, it's no big deal now, I have saggy boobs. Well, it wasn't about you having saggy boobs when it was said. No one came at her for body shaming the way they came at Candace. And there is a difference in that. And so when she brought that up, everybody laughed it off. So that's just one example to me of colorism, because Ashley has done that type of stuff.
But I think there's a difference of body shaming somebody,
and then she's never really been called out for it. But Candace does the same thing, and there's petitions out there to get her off.
They all get petitions.
When you're talking about scenarios with dark skin and light skin, and all the examples kind of show, well, one person was treated one way, one another. That could be why she thinks there's colorism. I don't know, but that's definitely why I think there's colorism.
But they do the same thing to Giselle. People cannot stand her. A lot of people, if you look in these groups, every post is about her, talking bad about her legs, talking about her not keeping a man, talking about the way she dressed. I mean, like, people talk about them all, about doing something. She always starting trouble. I mean, they all get it for something that they do.
The reason I don't think it's a big push on colorism, if it was an example of one that would have been pushed that didn't, and that was when Wendy went after Giselle. Had they went after Wendy the way I've seen them go after somebody when they go off, I would agree with you.
Right.
Because Wendy has been able to go after Giselle like whatever, and people love it. There's no pushback. And I can't emphasize that Wendy stood over Giselle and said, if these MF cameras wasn't here, I would whoop your behind. And Giselle, for the most part,
right? You hear that?
And took every single solitary word. But she did say one thing that I noticed. But they are. Because she wanted you to know that whatever you do, it's going to be documented. Because Giselle almost said nothing. She just sat there and took it. And when the doorbell rang, got her ribs, and went and sat down and ate.
So Giselle said in the book, what book? That Candace wants to be friends with, is it Ashley more than anything? What book was that? I would like to know what Wendy and Candace thought was colorism, because the way Candace... I don't know what they think is colorism. I feel like the people who watch the show make it more colorism than anything, than them on the show. You think Candace and William will fall out because Candace kisses? They probably will. Okay, let's get to Huntsville so we can get off of here. We almost done. Love and Marriage Huntsville.
That would be interesting if it happens, Gator. That would make the show really good.
I was going to talk about that.
I kind of hope that happens.
You want them to fall out? Me cleaning chitterlings is colorism. What?
Carla. Me cleaning colorism, chitlins.
Me eating what is it? Watermelon and fried chicken, which I think everybody eats, besides not just black people. I never understood that, but I think it's because maybe that's what people ate when they were poor. I don't know. Anyway, Love and Marriage Huntsville. Look at her with Martell. Oh, who made this picture? Was this you,
Who
Kelly?
made that? I ain't even noticed she was on the end.
Do you see Destiny's with what's his name? Destiny's with what's that boy's name?
I don't know if y'all been seeing people saying it's a lot of people that's doing articles, written and vlogs. People have been saying that Ariane has to come on there.
No,
that's
she
the
does not.
only way the show would be successful.
No, she doesn't have to be on. I mean, you're dragging her sin all across the
Wait a minute. Nobody's expecting her.
Happy New Year to you too, Carla.
Happy New Year, Carla. You said what now?
I'm not saying she be going on trips, but interacting with Martell, not with the group.
No,
nobody's expecting her to be a part of the group and hanging out with Ebony. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking her interactions could be 100% with Martell and have nothing to do with the other case.
But do you
she's
think
a side chick. Why should they glamorize her position and make her wealthy?
Because they've been talking about her for 3 years, Sandy. That's why.
Well, let them continue to talk, okay? She's a side.
They've been talking about coleslaw for 3 years.
We have been talking about her for 3 years.
Okay. Do you think Martell would?
It's not like nobody has a face or a name to go with coleslaw. I would agree with you. But everybody has a name and a face to go with that. How did we find her face?
Because she can't shut her mouth. That's how we found her face. She found the mic, she hit live, and she just gets out there and talks like somebody really cares. That's how
she's on YouTube.
Coleslaw was a whole different thing. Her name has really only been brought up once or twice on the show, I think. I don't know exact, but coleslaw. So the only way we know it's her is because she talks too much.
What happened to her show on Bravo, Joy? If she's getting a show on Bravo, why she need to come on Huntsville? So was she lying?
I have no idea.
She has a book.
Let the book my cousin or somebody.
Like you gonna get 20%.
I do not advocate for her. I'm an advocate for good TV, and you can't. I don't want to see another season of the Holtz arguing because it's ridiculous. They ain't even married. It's been a year.
Next season.
Well, I think you'll see a lot of that will subside. Okay, because Mel is a highly intelligent woman. Okay, it's just that the wound is fresh, and he keeps doing stuff that she hasn't learned to control the narrative by not having a conversation.
How is the wound fresh when she allegedly on Instagram showing her and her bae in the pool, and everybody is allegedly moved on?
Joy. Just because you get off of one honey and get under another one, don't mean you over him. Okay, you just move the position. It don't mean you over it. You just tried something new because you needed to.
Well, that's obvious. That's obvious. So she
that little
skinny muscular dude.
That's what you call therapy.
That little skinny muscular dude.
That's what you call therapy.
They're ugly. Skinny muscular dude.
I said skinny muscular dude.
Yeah.
Well, she said
skinny muscular. You ever seen a dude that's like ugly? He got all muscles.
Yeah, just I don't know what y'all call that
ugly dude.
That little ugly dude. Martell said, "Okay, so what do y'all think about? This right here with the disbanded. Did we see anything on the reunion that caused this? What did we figure out why he did this?"
None. It just seemed like it was out of the blue.
I thought it was going to be something that the
brother wasn't. Now it's possible that it was so distasteful. He said something that Carlos didn't want on the show. That's possible. Yeah.
I could see that, especially because Carlos is a gay man. But I don't know. I don't think Martell is homophobic.
And knowing that, I can't see Martell saying anything overtly offensive.
Well, you know Martell just talks sometimes. Joy.
With his boss sitting next to him.
I think sometimes he talks without thinking.
So I think there is overtly and him not trying to be. Maybe he said something where he wasn't trying to be. I don't. While you may think it's homophobic, and I don't, to say that I don't want my children hanging out over my former brother-in-law's house because he's gay. That's just too much. I don't mind him going to see him, but they ain't got to be there all the time. If you say that, is that considered where I may not think it's offensive? It may be offensive to my boss, my gay boss, who sits next to me. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I'm just saying that as an example. He could have said
it was something like that.
That it wasn't overtly offensive, but it was offensive to, you know, sensitive people to their area. That's all that I'm saying.
I can see that. So y'all remember him on the strawberry ladder?
Yep.
Yeah, I remember that.
And I thought that was pretty good. What else do we have? So this is
when the post. Did you see the post from Marcus that was detailing his successes versus Martell's?
Oh, I got it. You want me to show it to you? There they go.
Got him to pieces.
I'll be ready, okay? I'll be ready, Sandy.
From top, he read him from top to bottom.
That's the kind of stuff to me.
That's what I like. That's the kind of TV I like
to be on the show.
Yeah. Now bring Marcus on. That's my boy. Okay.
Yeah. With her boo. Bring Marcus on the show. Marcus will be on the show.
Well, he needs
to. I don't think that he would film with coleslaw. This post right here, what he put in the beginning. You know, I love some coleslaw on my meat or whatever, and then not even 5 seconds later, he took it off. I don't think he will film with her.
Do you know that? Maybe Melanie wanted him to take that down.
No, Martell is impulsive, and he doesn't think things through clearly. Okay, he doesn't realize cause and effect. Okay, he's missing that part. Okay, somebody has to pull his
man. He can post whoever he like. I mean, he's single.
That's why
he's single.
Yeah, he can.
But you have to realize he has 4 children. Well, now 5 children. Okay, that will be affected by his nonsense. So he got to clean up his act.
You know, when you do something like that to your wife, and then you attempt to further embarrass her by calling her out on national television, making her talk about oral sex, etc. You know, you don't really care what happens to yourself or how people talk about you or think about you, because he's always out there. He's not concerned as long as he thinks it's helping him look better.
Callie, I'm looking at this. Did you erase them children from this picture?
Why do you think I did that picture? You brought that up last time.
Did you not do this one?
Girl, how come I can't talk about it later?
Whoever did this, erase the children to put her on here. That is hilarious. I'm sorry.
That was hilarious.
But
so why is the baby dressed like Chippendale? That's all my own.
Because this is the original right here, right? Somebody took all the children off.
Well, it's better than Martell leaving them on the floor.
I hate them. I don't like that little girl, sugar mama, being on the floor.
That little sweet, pretty girl. The other one
should be standing by her sister. Like, I feel like that would have been better. But that's just me.
But that baby is cute, though. He looks, you know, what was it, Joy? Melody so magical. Even the side chick's baby starting to look like her.
Yeah, the side chick baby look like Mel. What did y'all think about?
Oh, you saw the side chick's baby? I haven't seen that picture.
You haven't seen this one?
No, show it to me.
There it is, Sandy.
I'm gonna show it to you right here. You can see him more. She's not really supposed to be there. I'm just gonna tell you.
Oh, wow.
That's the Chippendale dancer.
That's little Maverick. That's his name.
And what's his real name? Knox, or is Knox the nickname?
They call him Knox, but his name is Maverick.
Wow.
He looks like a little Chippendale. Somehow Joy got off. She might come back. Okay, let's talk about Martell's little business ventures real quick. Did anybody buy his? Oh, here she is. Did anybody buy his calendar?
I don't buy nothing.
Joy, did you buy his calendar?
I did not. Y'all know Mia is on Instagram, girl, mad because apparently Nikki didn't send her son.
No. Oh no!
Your Ashley going on about.
Oh, we need to watch that. Okay, we got it. We go. Is she live? Oh, I'm about to screen record that while we on. Look, because I'm posting that in a little while. Joy, I'm gonna get you that for your birthday. Joy's birthday. My birthday was yesterday. Joy's birthday's tomorrow. Capricorn season.
Now my birthday.
Are you the first?
January. Yeah.
Are you the first? Okay, so she's the first, and I'm the 29th. And Callie's the Aries.
Really?
We ain't gonna talk about them.
We ain't gonna talk about Aries?
No, I love Aries though, Callie. You know I love you.
When
so
are Aries birthdays?
Are you April? Are you April Aries?
My son is the sex season Aries too.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
When is your birthday? I'm a Virgo.
Virgos and Capricorns get along very well. All right.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Definitely. So what about Melody? Why we call her Melody sometimes? Melody's Telltale Signs is doing great, right? Then she has the side chick. I like this. Do you like the songs? Who likes her songs?
I love that first song, Telltale Signs, is a definite hit. It's a bomb, okay. Well,
I think she sent out a Martell's calendar. Did you like her music, Tessa? Telltale Signs inside. I like the side chick song too. I don't know why.
Y'all, I gotta go for real.
Okay.
Did Nicki Minaj really say this?
Sign off, y'all. Have a good one. Happy New Year.
All right, Happy New Year. You said, did Nicki Minaj say what? Thank you, Tessa.
That had he acted better, he might have got a gift for the kids.
What? Had who acted better? Where you?
Mia is saying that Nicki said had she acted better, then her kids would have also received gifts.
What do you mean acted better? What did Mia
I don't
do?
know. Go look at that little live.
Yeah, I'm about to screen record it while we live. All right, so let's talk about the reunion.
And she's off of live, by the way.
Oh, dang it.
But she say it's still on there playing though.
Okay, I'm over screen recorded while it's playing.
But let me just put this out there. I feel Mel should have, because Martell is so egotistical and he was putting it out there that he liked fellatio. She should have embarrassed him and say, yeah, oh boy licked it like he was eating an ice cream cone. As a matter of fact, he slurped it and made noises while he licked the jaw. And he smiled at me and licked it. He didn't say, he told me that I have diamond in those hills. That would be memorable for him. He would never, ever forget what he had to say to him.
Amen.
That would be playing in the back of his mind over and over. And she should give it to him straight up, no chaser.
I agree. So you don't like the side chick song? Look, Tessa.
I like the side chick too, but I like Telltale Signs better.
I like the side chick song. I and my beats, but when I first heard it, it wasn't good. When I put my beats on and I listened to it, it's got a good beat to it. It was real good. Callie, do you like it? Which one do you like?
It's okay.
Do you like Telltale Signs better?
Yeah, I mean, I like them both. I guess I like them both about the same.
Okay.
I haven't bought this side chick one, but
I downloaded it on Spotify.
See, I haven't.
I downloaded it, but I was trying to get the actual CD, but it's not out yet.
Yeah, it's not out yet. So Martell said at the reunion, he'll be honest, they're all liars. Do you feel like they were lying at the reunion? What did you think about the Huntsville reunion?
Yeah, they were all lying about something.
I don't think.
I mean, they were all lying about something. Martell did a live today after he said he got a Christmas greeting from his mother-in-law, and his mother-in-law was telling him how to just kind of look over people that are just trying to destroy you, and don't worry about what they say. And anyway, she gave him a pep talk.
You talking about Melody's mama?
No, Marcel's mother.
Oh, Wanda,
yeah. Gave him a pet talk. And so people lie so much and they could be doing it to destroy you. So she was just encouraging him, and he was hoping that would encourage us to,
So, Callie, do you believe that Wanda put those sentences together?
Do
you believe she put those sentences that he just said together?
Oh, yeah. Probably sounds different.
Oh, okay. It sounds ghetto.
Yeah, there you go. The Gito.
So, so did you all like the Huntsville reunion?
Yeah, I thought it was
Loved it.
really good. That was the best. He was a really good host. He asked the questions we all wanted to know. And I think that some of the other reunions in the future on other shows should really take a few notes. They didn't just sit and try to only ask the soft questions.
So you think Andy needs to take notes, kind of, right?
See, I mean,
Do
I mean, he could ask some harder questions sometime, but I like Andy a lot. I don't. I guess some people are getting tired of him. I'm not. I
I like
didn't.
Andy.
Yeah, I didn't like when he said to Candace that you almost got attacked.
Oh yeah, I didn't like that.
I mean, because that was not that was
She got
stupid.
attacked.
Yeah, she got attacked, but I I think he's really good. It would only enhance it if he did go a little deeper, like Carlos did.
Oh, I love Carlos. Did you see my man? How he was decked out and pressed? Oh, he looked
At
so
where?
cool.
Carlos?
Carlos was dressed to the nine. Did you see that suit that you see that he
Oh yeah,
has
we
on?
looking
And
at it.
that
Hmm.
he
Oh yeah, yeah,
knew
yeah.
how to
Agreed.
ask certain questions. He put it succinctly, and I mean, he didn't say a lot, but when he opened his mouth, he said she was the restaurant. Woo!
That
Go
was
ahead,
sweet.
Carlos, with
When
your
he
man.
said, "Is Tish immature?" I was like, he is just talking. I felt like, oh my god, I don't know, but I loved everything about the reunion. Tessa, you're gonna have to come
Mhm.
on with us one day. I feel. Don't you have a YouTube channel? We'll have to collaborate one day. He was yeah. All right, what else I have, y'all? I'm sorry. I need to keep going. Okay, Tiffany and Lewis. Do you want them back? Callie, I think you did this, which I love that on her hat.
Messy. I can do without them, but I'm okay if they're back.
What about you, Sandy?
Well, it's early, but I don't like the way she's coming on. You just meet somebody and then you bringing out the dirt, okay, at the
Yeah.
Yeah.
table and you
I
shoveling
mean
it.
she did,
And
yeah, she had a
first
hard
of all,
first
you're the
season.
plus one at a birthday celebration, and for the celebrant, you bringing her cold tea, okay? Nah, I
What she
mean,
say? She said I didn't bring any tea. It
She
wasn't
said, "I
cold. Hmm.
are you kidding me? Let's keep it real, okay? You do it on,
Hmm.
okay?
Kelly, do it
You
again."
do
What
it
she
on.
say?
I didn't bring any tea. I didn't. Mm-mm. That's
And
She
what
then
she said.
did.
Brittany, you know, um, um, what's her name? It's not Brittany. It's help me with it.
Destiny.
Yeah, Destiny. Destiny is a classy lady. She got up. Notice Destiny's style. She handled her business behind the scenes. Nobody knew she was divorced until she came and she put it out there. Okay, so
Yeah,
she controlled the narrative when she was ready. Okay,
she
Tessa
did.
but
has COVID. Oh my goodness.
Tessa, we're praying for you. I hope you feel better. Yeah, but okay,
mm,
but Sandy, since you say that, but if she's on a reality show, is she supposed to show her reality or
no, I don't think you have to put everything out there for the
okay?
public. Some things you have to reserve. You like I said, you control the narrative when you want to put it out there.
Hmm.
You're not signing a disclosure that you're going to air all your dirty laundry when it comes up as it comes up. No,
Okay, but
I
if
think
you go ahead,
I think she did a good job. I
but if
mean,
you do
nobody knew
that,
she
do
was
you
divorced.
expect? Because she expects other people to tell their stuff.
I don't know that
Well,
she expects. They just
you
talk.
know, she's not intrusive. Okay,
Was it
she
Tiffany that
is.
expects people?
She is a little needy at this time because she doesn't have relatives in town.
Oh, okay.
And that's the only thing. And I think she's perfectly fine. I think she's going to be all right. But we have to watch how it goes down because if there's, what I like about it is um, everybody's straight up front. Okay, they're putting their cards on the table. We don't
Mm-hmm.
like this. We want it to stop. Okay, so and she wound up crying. Okay, I mean, but I don't know how sincere it was because she had her um a lot to say to a brand new person that she never met, sitting down at her party. I think the
At her
timing was
birthday
bad.
party. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
think
think
they'll
the
come back
timing.
though. Do we have
I hope
anything else?
so.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
I think that's what's likable about her is that she's not likable at all. And she's
That's
good for the
right.
show.
Like she don't get it. You think that's
Yeah,
what it is?
she understands the assignment.
Yeah. So do we
mhm.
have anything else on Huntsville? If not,
No,
we're gonna go to Fallon and Portia and
Fallon.
Simon.
Okay.
Y'all ready? Well, I just want to show this. Her baby's very cute. A lot of people were saying that we can't be mad at Portia and Simon because Fallon had a baby. Do you agree with that?
Who is saying that though? Just Joy?
A lot of people on the social media of it all.
Well, I don't think that anyone's mad at Portia. We're over it. But I think some people like to put out there that she was okay to announce her engagement to a married man because of the rumors that Fallon was cheating.
Uh-huh.
However, Portia showed her hand at the pool party. That's all there is to
Oh,
it.
okay. What you think, Sandy? Oh, Tessa got something to say. Let's see what she talking about. That baby. Oh, that baby's so cute.
Mm-hmm.
It's so cute. What do you think about? Do you have anything to say about Simon and Portia? What do you think about them?
I actually like them as a couple. My concern is that I don't think Portia is 100% over Dennis.
Yeah, man.
She's got one foot on one side of the fence and then the other one on the other side. But I can't wait to see when Dennis shows up. They air that with Dennis and this girl that shows up at the resort.
Nothing's about to happen, y'all. Is it gonna come on this Sunday? Because I know it didn't come on last week.
I don't
Right.
know. I think so.
Because I don't think it's a holiday. Because
Mm-mm.
the first is Saturday. So
Yeah.
hopefully it'll come on. Tessa thinks
You
Portia.
don't watch the Oval too?
I
Yeah,
don't
what
watch
you
that. But Kelly,
it's
did
so
you
good.
post this? Because I found it, but I didn't think
No.
I posted it.
No, I didn't post that.
So maybe I did. Okay. Portia's little playlist I thought was hilarious. I just went through some of our Instagram stuff. So let's talk about her show. This is Portia's Family Matters. Do you all like this show?
Yes, I do.
You like it?
I do.
It's okay. I mean, the results, the viewership is going down week after week after week.
Yeah.
It's okay, but I think I don't know. It's kind of how I was with Drew. Sometimes when girls just act stupid for no reason.
Yeah.
I mean, it just makes them look so bad. So I think her tripping over this robe and tripping over Dennis with the date and all that while she has a whole man sitting right there waiting to become her husband. That is a horrible look. And I don't think people want to sit and watch that.
And it's getting a lot of backlash. Like she thought that it was going to be different, but people are really like dogging her.
Yeah,
like this show is not making her look good.
I'm with you, Tasha. I don't think they'll get married.
You don't think they'll get married?
I really don't. And then when I saw the picture that she put out of her and Simon and the baby in their little matching Christmas outfits, I'm putting together a little collage now. Hers and that one, and then she did the same thing with Dennis last year after they.
And then she was kissing him on the stairs.
Yeah, I mean,
really, I didn't even think of that till you said it.
Yeah, no, I got the pictures right here. I'm putting it together because Portia has a playbook. She just ain't put it out there yet.
Oh my God, you are so right.
Look, that's how she is. She follows a certain. And then Simon also kind of said it too on the last show, I believe, when he said to Portia's mother that no one has ever catered to him the way that Portia does. And if you think about when Portia gets with her men, she kind of takes over and she wants to make them feel like they are some king. That's how she did with the football player with that party she threw him. And he's like, why am I here? Can we leave? She did the same thing with the baby nup. Remember the baby nup?
No, I didn't watch. You know what? I'm gonna have to watch that one because every time somebody talks about her, they talk about that scene.
Yeah, I mean, she's wanting people to come in and follow her step-by-step guide.
And I think Simon's doing that. Do you think that's what it is?
But I don't think
Simon
he's
is
going to
doing.
be marching to that tune very long, especially if she's tipping her hand that she's still into Dennis. She wants to hold on to his belongings.
I mean, I just watch clips, but it don't even seem like they focus on something. Which somebody said they ain't even focusing. They call him Shrek. They focusing on Dennis, like the production.
Yeah,
like nobody even
I
really
like
wants
Dennis on
to
the
see
show.
him.
But one thing that Portia said on the last show, or maybe the show before, is when she said her thighs were hurting.
Oh gosh, he was like, "Baby, I need you to do something." She said,
He's
"My
like,
thighs
"That ain't
hurt."
what I'm about to ask you.
I said, "She don't even want to have sex with this man. Like she already like, my thighs hurt." Like she's
no, either that or the treatment that she's getting left her with this situation where her thighs are hurt. You know, so.
So she's coming out hard against him on social media. I haven't seen all of them, but I read that's what people are talking about.
Yeah.
And then there's rumor that he's thinking of asking for full custody.
Dennis, which I don't believe that. Do you?
I don't think that Dennis would want full custody because he seems like he's always busy. But when you think about it, if you think about your daughter is now with some questionable man from another country that allegedly is having financial issues out the yang, and he comes from where it's okay to have more than one wife. There's a lot of things. If you sit and want it to be messy, you could be messy, but it's all truthful. And I can see him putting a whole list of reasons why he should be a single dad with her and have full custody.
But one thing that kind of bothers me with her is like when Dennis and her were cool, he was the best daddy. They co-parented well. He took care of his child. He was so great. Now he's wearing fake Rolexes. She's not a good dad. I mean, like he's right. I don't understand why she's doing this because this man is opening another.
Mad. She wants everybody to hate him.
That's why she hasn't ever gotten over the fact that she was pregnant and he was out there, but he doesn't consider the fact that he wasn't married. That might have been sowing some wild oats. Yeah, however inappropriate, But she didn't see the mother-in-law was trying to tell her to get married.
Yeah, but so that you said that, and I got a picture of Miss Gina. That's the mama, right?
Yes, crown. Yeah. Wear that crown.
Yes. I use a lot of your photos, Kelly.
She tried to pull her coat and say, "Get married."
Yeah.
But Portia didn't get the message, okay? She only said she's engaged.
And that was enough.
Portia needs to hear exactly what she wants to hear in order for her to stay with the man, kind of. I don't know. I don't know.
I have a question, though. If you're a man and you are about to marry someone and they don't want to give up the other person's, their ex's possessions, could you just sit there like Simon and not say anything?
No. Absolutely not. And Simon he seems like a really direct person. He told Portia, go ahead and get rid of that stuff. Send that stuff back to Dennis. Yep. And then Dennis let us know, well, I still don't have it back.
Still ain't got it.
It's almost disrespectful to Simon.
It is. But how long does she think she's going to keep a man doing that, okay? Because if you hear every word that isn't being communicated, Simon is saying, give the stuff back before we have problems, okay? Right. So he's letting her know straight up.
Maybe she'll send it back after her thighs stop
ride. If you want to hang on to your stuff, you can hang on to the robe, but I'm out.
So is she putting the robe on her thighs? Is that what's going on? Is it helping her thighs?
Yeah.
I don't understand.
I don't think they'll get married. I really don't. They're talking about having multiple weddings. We'll see, maybe, but I chances are good that they won't. They won't.
I don't think they will either.
Well, I think she's damaging her marriage, her potential marriage, by her behavior with Dennis, and she doesn't.
I agree.
Somebody's not pulling her coat and say, "Look, you're showing that you still have feelings for Dennis." All right,
especially when the whole other. I brought a girl on the trip with me. She about had a little fit. Got to text him his mama.
That's why I can't wait to see it. She
Yeah.
went off.
Sitting right there next to Simon, tapping away, typing away. Oh, he brought a girl. He brought a girl. What if she's cuter than me? Oh my God.
That's
Yeah,
crazy, y'all.
yeah.
I'm gonna watch that one. That's gonna be this week.
I think so. It should be this week.
I just don't understand how she can feel like she can do this in front of her fiance.
And I really hate that the rumors are that her and Lauren have really fallen out.
I know.
I just don't think this season has been handled well at all. But you know what? We met Londi once before. I don't think anybody remembers that. But when the season first started last season, when Phelan was on, and they did that Black Lives Matter party for her,
she was
it was
there.
Londi and Lauren that put it together.
Okay.
And Londi was on the show then. I didn't notice that until I went back and watched
I didn't notice that
week.
either. I hate that. I feel like this show is messing with her relationship with Dennis and her relationship with her sister. It's going to mess up with her relationship with Simon. It's messing up with the relationship with her fans because people are like not even wanting to see this and her act this way.
Yeah.
And another thing they said was when she put that story about with the producer, they kind of created that fake apology.
Yeah.
That was F you to Bravo for possibly airing what Dennis is going to say to her.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Like like she controlled that ha y'all thought I really meant to apologize and I didn't.
Okay, well Portia, she needs to chill out.
She's got to stop. Yeah. So let's talk about
Portia needs to get into therapy, which would help her iron out some of these problems because she really is shooting herself in the foot. Okay.
I feel like she falls in love so fast because her daddy. I think it's some type of daddy thing. Because didn't he like go to Lauren stuff and not her? Remember she cried about that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And I don't think she falls in love. I think she's just wanting to get married. She wants to have the family that she's dreamt about. I don't think it's love.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't think she love unless we're changing the definition of love because there's just simply no way in the world I could love a man after 2 weeks and then allow my daughter to be around.
He was sitting in his lap. I don't know. I'm not trying to say he's a pedophile.
Yeah, I'm not trying to say he's been inappropriate either. She's showing inappropriate things.
Yeah, I don't think you should just let people put in. So I know you don't like her, Sandy, but me and Callie love Kenya more. And she was on Dancing with the Stars.
Oh, she was fabulous with Dancing with the Stars.
Okay, Sandy.
I give her props when she deserves it. She was ultra fabulous. Girlfriend can dance, okay? She does. You know, she went on the series. She was always after somebody, Phaedra's husband, okay? And then she was hustling, okay? She wanted to get married. Anybody, remember? What was the man's name that she took him on the trip? Walter. And she wanted him to have sex, and he was not having anything.
So now that you say that, are her and Portia more similar than we think? They both have, but she has mommy issues. Portia has daddy issues, and they both want love. What do y'all think?
I don't know. I don't think they're similar at all.
You don't?
No. I cringe.
Well, no.
Yes, Tessa. So do I.
I didn't like it.
That's just not. It's not a good look. So when I see that and I think about that, sometimes I feel bad for Dennis that he's even having to watch that. But okay.
Yeah. What are you gonna say about Kenya and Portia not being alike?
Huh?
You're gonna say they're not alike, and you're just gonna explain why.
Well, I just think that. Oh, God, I don't want. I'm not trying to be really disrespectful, but Portia's really not
smart.
She's just not that bright.
Smart? Yeah, I know what you're going to say.
One of them. But where they are similar is they both wanted to be married and they both wanted to have babies. That's where they're similar.
They both want love from somebody. Mm-hmm. And I feel like Kenya has picked the wrong man every time. And sometimes you like what you like and your picker's just off and you like this type of dude.
It's because she's trying to buy somebody. You can't buy love.
Buy somebody. Kenya?
But she bought Mark.
Yeah, no, I don't believe that. I don't believe
one breath they say Kenya broke, and then the next breath they say she bought a man. So I don't know.
Yeah, I still hear that she's broke.
Right.
You know, all things relative. Maybe her income is.
Tessa, you gotta like Kenya. We love Kenya. Yeah, I don't have to like her. She's
Yeah,
fine.
I like Kenya a lot. I do. I
I
like
do
her a lot.
too.
No, I'm not
So,
saying
I
she
think
ain't shady. Now what is going on right here?
Okay, so y'all, I did not realize this until I saw it side by side. I was like, oh my gosh, she's a totally different person. I need
oh,
some
she's
money,
a
y'all.
mess.
I need money right now. Because if I can
She looks good. She got her some new teeth, a new wig, a good
new
lace
wig,
front.
I think it's just the lighting. I don't think her skin's lighter. I think it's just the lighting.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
Um,
that's a good light. She looks really really good.
oh, don't say that. Everybody gets their own karma if that's the case, because we all do something wrong. And karma ain't friendly to nobody.
Well, Candy gave her a house, and her mother tore it up and tore out the bathroom
Did
and
she?
left it in a disheveled state and went on to another house. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know
hello?
that.
Who does
Well,
this? Yeah. They showed
yeah.
pictures on the show where she gutted everything out of the bathroom and then abandoned it.
Y'all can tell I don't really watch Atlanta like I used to. But I think
Yeah.
she looks beautiful.
She does. She looks
Oh,
good.
she does look great. I didn't even realize that was her.
I didn't either until I saw it side
She
by
lost
side.
a
I
lot
was
of
like,
weight.
oh my God, that's the same lady. Money is
Mm-hmm.
real. Will you all watch this show? I think they did a rap party. This was the final like 70s, 60s party. Old Lady Gang. Are y'all looking forward to watching this? I think it comes on right after Portia. That's
Oh,
supposed to
really?
come
I
on.
didn't realize it was on.
It's
It's
no, it'll
called
come on right when Portia ends. And
Old
Karen's
Lady
show,
Gang.
I think, is gonna come on with Old Lady Gang. Because Karen's supposedly
Oh,
getting the show. We didn't talk about that. But yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So will you think you're gonna watch this? I think it'll be
Oh, yeah.
interesting to see them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'll turn it on for at least the first show just to see what happens. I mean, because I imagine
Wasn't there a
the
problem with
aunties can be funny, but I don't know. I don't
Wasn't
know.
there a problem with Candace's restaurant and stuff like
Yeah,
Several
with
that?
Candy. I
times.
think it was Blaze, not this one.
Yeah.
This
Um,
one's the meat and three one. Blaze is more. Is that a steakhouse?
Yeah, Blazes. What is this one here?
Like a meat and three, like soul food. That's what we call them here, meat and threes. I don't know what y'all, yeah.
Meat
Like you
and
get one
three.
meat and three vegetables.
Oh, is that what y'all call it?
Yeah. What
Meat
y'all
and
call them?
three. Okay.
What do y'all call it?
Dinner? I mean, what the world? Just depends what else is coming on. You have nothing else. Yeah.
Yes, so do you call it a meat and three? Where you from? Soul food. When you go
Meat
to a
and
soul food.
three. I ain't
Yeah,
never
you
heard
get a
of that.
meat and
I
you get
never
three
heard that expression.
vegetables.
No.
And it's one price. It's a very good price. Okay, forget y'all. I'm from the South. Where are y'all from? Sandy, where are you from?
I'm a native New Yorker.
New York.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm living in South Carolina, but I am a native New Yorker from the boogie
Okay.
down. Okay.
And I guess they don't
But
say that with St. Louis. Whatever. Y'all ain't talking about me. Tessa laughing at me. I don't appreciate this.
Okay.
Monty, where are you from?
I'm in Tennessee.
What city?
I'm in the suburbs of Nashville. I'm in a city called Smyrna.
Oh, okay, I heard
Yeah.
that.
Smyrna Meat Threes.
Smyrna meat and three. You get
Chatty?
some fried chicken, and then you get some macaroni and cheese, some green beans,
And
maybe some
coleslaw.
potatoes. Oh,
I'm
yeah,
so
and some
over the
nasty coleslaw. There we go. Okay, let's get to Atlanta. So,
Oh my God.
the only thing that was in my mind in Atlanta was Bolo. Right? And Jezebel. She got a Jezebel spirit, but I guess Portia don't have that because Drew still friends with Portia, but we ain't gonna talk about it.
Okay.
But did
Hi,
y'all like?
Bolo.
But Houston is more Tex-Mex, like Southwestern, right? So y'all not really the South to me, or am I wrong?
No.
Texas is not really the South. They just down there. But y'all leave me alone. I feel like So Bolo, do you have anything to say about Bolo?
No. Nice meeting you, Bolo. Bye-bye.
Nice meeting you, Bolo. I don't either. And then
Bolo did his job, okay? He came to play and to slay, okay?
That's right.
And he got his coins and some extras too on the side, so he did okay.
He sure
Extra
did.
two.
And he got that show with Eva, right?
Yeah.
The
I didn't know
Queen-
that. Does he?
The
Yeah,
Queen's
it's a movie.
Man.
I don't know
Queen.
that it's still on, but yeah.
It's called the Queen's Man.
By Bolo. It's called the Queen's Men, and those men were fine. I didn't watch the show. I just watched the thing where they were talking, and they looked good. Now I didn't see them strip or nothing though, but they supposedly she has like a strip club, and Eva's the queen, and she tells them what to do.
Oh wow!
Yeah, it's on BET.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So what's the only thing I can say about the reunion was they all looked pretty. Anything else?
Nope.
Atlanta, I only had 2 things for them. I had nothing else to say, so nothing else about Atlanta. That's awful. Right now they say this is a new cast. I don't know the girl on the left's name, but she's new. And then Marlo has a peach, which they don't even look like Marlo to me, by Kenya. But they all supposedly are shut down because everyone has COVID except Sheree and Marlo. I don't know if it's true, but that's what they're saying. So they have to stop filming for like, now with CDC, it's 5 days, right? How did that change? Is CDC punking us? But
no, I mean, they are just trying to shorten the time, and as they go along, that's what they came up with. So that's most recent information that they are requiring the 5 days, and they don't want it to go to 10 days. Stuff like that.
Yeah. I just hope more people don't get sick. I hope this is really true, because if you go back to work or whatever and you have COVID, you're going to pass it to other people.
That's for sure.
Now, since we're talking about Atlanta, this is a hot topic. Nene's new boo. I don't know his name, but he's from Africa somewhere too, right? He's from Senegal.
She must have had him on the lay for a while. Okay, she just dusted him or took him out of the layaway, and she brought him out.
What? Yeah. So you think that she's been with him for longer than 2 months or whatever? Tessa, I think we're gonna try it. We're gonna watch Atlanta and try it though.
That's Nene's new show.
That's Nene's new boyfriend.
Oh, is what show is he on?
Housewives of Atlanta. What is he on? A restaurant or something?
He owns a clothing store.
And he's from like Senegal. They all like Africans now.
His wife lives in another state, I think.
They say he's married.
Mm.
So
there we go.
That's a hard one to speak to. I mean, you know, people have their different time frames when they're grieving, whatever was. I will say this, though. I remember when my auntie passed away. She was only like 35 at the time, you know, and less than 2 months later, my uncle married somebody else.
Not 2 months.
2 months.
I have never.
That person was on board. Okay.
Hi, since then. Hi and bye. That was it. I thought it was. Yeah, no. I think that's tacky.
No, that's tacky.
I mean, I think it is. But you know, when you're grieving, how do you know what? Yeah, there's nothing I can possibly say about Nene.
Yeah, I'm not gonna judge Nene for this, but Heavenly did a thing, and I posted it. I didn't watch it, but I just kind of read comments about it. She said that it was fine for her to move on. She's not judging her for that, but to go public. So does that matter? Should she have not gone public?
Whether or not she goes public, the reality is she's a reality star, so she's going to garner attention. Okay,
no matter what.
So she may as well control the narrative, because otherwise they're going to have other pictures otherwise and spin it the way they want to spin it. So
that is so true. So next we're going to go to any more things on any other shows, because we're going to go to kind of some pop culture and we'll be done. I don't have anything for New Jersey, even though I liked it. There was nothing memorable about New Jersey, so I didn't even put them on here. I kind of feel bad, but oh well. So hold on, Tessa saying something before I move on.
What about Married to Medicine? Y'all haven't even talked about that.
I didn't watch that. Tell me. I think I just removed Callie. Lord, I think I accidentally removed Callie. Come back, Callie. We don't know the situation with her. She and Greg could have an agreement. I believe they did have an agreement, and she did honor her vows. And I mean, he was sick for a long time, and she stuck by him. So I feel like it's great. I done somehow kick Callie off. Married to Medicine. I did not watch it. Do you watch that?
Yeah, I was watching. I love it. I mean, Heavenly is one of the villains on the show and stuff like that. So, but she brings a little something to the show, so I do like that and stuff like that. I do like the professional women that are on the show. Yes, I do. I do miss Mariah being on the
Yes.
show, but I don't know if that they're ever going to bring it. But I did like Mariah. Yeah.
Okay, so tell me a memorable moment from Married to Medicine. I'll tell you why I stopped watching it was because of Mariah. I feel like I don't know if she had to stay on the show, but I think the way that they treated her and got her off the show was dirty. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Especially they wouldn't even be on this show if it wasn't for her. Not saying that they had to kiss her butt, but I think that the way that they treated her, talked about she had was on cocaine, just doing all this other stuff, isolating her, wouldn't film with her, I think was just downright
Wow.
dirty.
Mm,
So that's why I didn't watch it. So what are you
hmm
saying, Ted? So do you have a memorable moment from it that happened?
Other than when they went out of town to see where Heavenly
Oh, here's Callie. She probably
lived.
been here forever. Sorry, Callie.
And she showed they showed where the house that she lived in, and that where her father passed away in the house, and it showed you could understand how she developed like she did, so you did get some kind of understanding. But I like the whole group on Married to Medicine. Every
Okay.
last one of them. I like the group. The group is cohesive,
See,
although Heavenly brings the drama. Okay, she's a drama queen on that show, but I do like Married to Medicine.
I'll see. Okay, so actually, like everyone except Toya, I have always loved. She talking about Mariah, her and Quad's relationship. I wish they would get back cool. That's what I loved. I love Quad and Mariah's relationship. I feel like they let. Yeah, I got what you were saying. I feel like they let reality TV split them apart. And this is what I'm thinking. People kind of hope for Robin and Giselle, but it ain't gonna happen. They're
Mm.
sticking together. But I feel like I just can't watch it and give them ratings, which I still think Mariah gets money because she executive produces it, so maybe I should. But I don't know. But you're talking about Heavenly when she went home and her mama didn't
Mhm,
like her and
Mm-hmm.
sitting in the
I
dark
remember
room.
that.
Mm.
mhm.
Mm.
So you
Heavenly
got to
blocked us. What did we do, Callie? And she blocked us. You posted about
really.
Carrie.
Yeah, we're blocked from her page. It's the
Yeah, she
greatest thing
blocked us.
ever.
Oh, Callie put, I think you put something like something Carrie said.
Well, her Carrie had said Dr. Daddy on the show,
Uh-huh.
Mm,
and heavily went in on her on social media. So all I said, I took a picture, a screenshot, or whatever it was, and I posted and said, point. An arrow was pointing at Heavily saying bothered, and one was pointing at the other girl saying not bothered and on the beach. Okay. And so Dr. Heavenly didn't like that, so she blocked
She
us.
blocked us, and they started
mm.
watching our videos, trying to block our
Mm-hmm.
videos. It was
Yep.
crazy for a while.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh wow. Mm.
I
Yeah.
mean, 'cause she went in on her. I'm like, wow, Heavily is really pissed off. It was all after the fact. I'm like, girl, okay.
Yeah. But did you
Mm.
watch Married to Medicine, Callie?
Yeah, yeah. I like everybody except for G.I. Jane. I
Who is
can't do it.
that? Oh, I didn't like
I
Contessa.
can't.
I can't
Mm-mm.
with her.
Mm-mm.
I can't with Contessa.
And
I
then
feel
when
like
her and her
Contessa
Oh,
husband were
you don't
having
like
those marital
Contessa?
issues,
I like her.
is
mm-mm.
she okay at first she got to be home with her babies, then I
Yeah.
can't even be home with my babies. I'm gonna go all the way to Tennessee,
Thank
even
you.
though there's colleges in Atlanta that have to be almost as good as Meharry, maybe not as good but almost as good, and you're gonna leave your kids who you couldn't even leave, who you didn't even want to leave, and quit working, and then you come back and then your husband got all these women. I just feel like she creates stories so she can be relevant. I do not believe
Yeah,
anything she says.
I agree with that a little bit. I just cannot deal with people that seem to, oh, and you can speak for me and tell me how bad my life is, and I just don't know. And what do you mean? And
I
oh, I
can't.
was just as if she's some soft little flower. She's not. She'll kill everybody up on the stage.
On the
So when she
stage.
gets to faking the
Mhm.
crying and the heartbreaking, it makes me vomit, and I change the channel every time. I swear to God, I cannot with that lady.
I don't like
Forgive
her.
me,
What do you
God.
think
That's
about
so
the
not nice.
interaction between Contessa and Toya? Okay, Toya was coming for Contessa, and you remember when she had the breast operation? Do you
Mm-hmm.
think Toya did it deliberately, bumped her
No, I
deliberately?
watched it then. No, I don't
No.
think she hurt her on
She
purpose.
didn't hurt her on purpose, and Contessa knows it. Contessa is just a whine.
Her with a husband as a being a doctor, I don't think Toya would do that because she knows the ramifications of that and the pain it could cause. I don't think she would do that on purpose.
But you see how Toya is always coming for Contessa. Okay,
See, I
she's
hadn't watched
always
it
making.
this season, so I don't know.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So she came for her a lot.
Oh yeah. I mean,
Uh,
she every chance she got, she took a swipe at her. So she's passive aggressive too.
oh. All right, so we're
So
gonna get into some pop culture stuff that
okay.
happened. The George Floyd verdict. I think that was it's not showing the day. I think it was in April. Were you all shocked
hmm
with that? We did a like an Instagram live because we were kind of shocked that they were found guilty. Were you shocked, Sandy?
No, I mean they had the best of the best there. Okay, they
Yeah.
laid it they presented their case in such a fashion, and they lined up everything at the end where they, for ordinary folks, say if you have this, you have to find them guilty. They
Uh-huh.
presented it. Oh, it was an impeccable case, okay, where they laid out everything from A to Z. Even the
Okay.
cops testified that that's not what they teach him, but they were just trying to. Uh, and what do you think about the other cops? Their trials is not until maybe March, April of 22. I think they listen.
They
They
gonna have to be
co-signed
guilty,
on the
right?
deal. They should go down with
Yeah,
them
they're
too
gonna have.
because they stood on the side.
Yeah.
And then when there were people that were coming up saying, "I'm from EMS, I'm off duty, let me render aid," and he says, "Well, if you know or you from EMS, you should know not to get involved." Nope. Do the time, okay?
Yeah,
They
do the
just got
time.
caught, okay, and it was on
It
tape.
was on
So
tape.
that is so. Otherwise, they would have gotten away. They try. Oh, the defense tried to present. A case that it was full of holes. Okay, they knew
Okay.
he was going down. I mean, they tried their darndest to try to get him off, but there was no way. I just want them to get them other three because they equally involved.
Because
Okay,
I feel like
I
since he
mean,
was guilty, it's more than likely that they are guilty. Like,
mhm.
yeah, his case maybe set their fate. I'm gonna admit I did not watch any of the Knee on the Net. I couldn't watch it. And I
Oh
didn't watch the
no.
trial. I just because I work with a whole bunch of white folk, and I like I don't think I can do it. So
Mhm,
to keep my peace and everything, because I don't know how I would be on this. But I mean, I'm not saying the ones that I work with are like that. They're not. And they
mhm.
thought he was guilty, but I couldn't watch that man do that to him. So the next thing I have is the R. Kelly verdict. Were you shocked that he was found guilty?
No, I mean his money has got him over for years.
Yeah.
So I mean years and years. So I just think that it was his time had run out, and but there was a lot of people that co-signed on his behavior. They brought him women and everything else. They knew. So had a history of he just liked young girls. Okay,
He
so
did.
I
And
mean, so
they
this
let
is.
him do it. Callie, we're talking about R. Kelly. Well, we talked about George Floyd. I told him about us doing our live and stuff about the verdict. Now we're talking about R. Kelly. Were you shocked that he was found guilty, Callie?
Oh, absolutely not.
Mhm.
No, I just can't believe it took so long that so many people were willing to help him cover up
I
his stuff.
know.
Wow,
So much so
yeah.
where they had him believing he didn't do anything wrong.
I think you're right. If his money protected
Oh,
him.
yes, absolutely.
Yeah. I also
Absolutely. He
saw
had
that.
gotten
Yeah.
away with a lot of cases, but he still has some more cases that he has to be tried for. But he's going to spend time in it, and he's going to be singing "I Believe I Can Fly" in jail too.
Right.
Okay. So,
Okay.
Do you all still listen to his music? No judgment if you do.
oh
Well, I
no,
have
I
it.
like his music. You know, there's nothing for me not to continue to play his music.
Okay.
He's a great
I like his
artist.
music. I
Okay.
just don't listen to it. I haven't purposely not. I just never hear it.
So
Mhm.
he didn't just is this might be Joy. He didn't just like young girls, he liked adults that were very small. That is true. He
See,
did.
see.
He liked a
Mhm.
certain type of person.
Mhm. Well,
I
Now,
don't
so
listen
does
to
did
his
you
nobody
see
music
that
either.
else.
first
The only reason I
that
don't is
Facebook
because I
video?
feel like when he wrote this song, he was thinking about a child. I cannot think seems like you're ready. And he's talking about Aaliyah. I just can't do it. You
Oh
know what I
wow!
mean?
I didn't. Yeah,
Mhm.
I never thought about it
Yeah,
that
I knew
deep.
it
But
was you, Joy. Hey Joy.
it's
We're
kind of
almost
yeah.
done. Bill Cosby, his conviction was overturned. Were you all shocked?
I like the fact that I'm not saying that he hasn't done some of those things, but all of those cases, I don't believe that man has done it. Has he done some of it? Yes, but the way they let everybody else off, no,
Yeah.
I don't agree with that. So I like Bill Cosby, and I'll always stand behind him. He's
Oh yeah,
good people. But let
let's
me
talk R.
tell
Kelly.
you,
He did write that. I listen. Y'all have to find it. It is the True Crimes, and they talk about the Aaliyah plane crash. And I'm not,
Yeah.
and
Mhm.
and they go into some of this stuff with R. Kelly and when he wrote these songs and how he did stuff to her. I didn't know some of this stuff. If I'll try to find it and send it to y'all. But he
Mhm.
was something was wrong with him.
Mhm.
Something was wrong with him.
But there was a lot of people that knew what he was like and co-signed on it anyway.
They did. That's what's crazy. I was shocked that Bill Cosby got overturned. I don't know why, but I was.
I'm
You
glad.
believe he's innocent? So some people were saying that he was about to get a deal with some major TV show, and then people created this uh that he was doing
Joy,
this to
but
women.
what?
To
No,
Joy believes
I'm
he's
with you on
innocent.
that, Joan.
I'm
Now,
telling you, somebody said it's conspiracy that he was about to take over. I don't know if it's CBS, ABC, one of those, and to stop him from doing that, they created this fact, this thing that he was doing this to women.
Okay, but
I
mhm.
didn't
don't
he
know.
admit that he would give them the pills?
I
Didn't
don't
he
know.
admit
I didn't
that?
follow this one either, y'all. Well, they said he does this comedy show with I took the something and put it in the drink, and like he was saying he did it. I don't know. The
Mhm.
last thing that I have pop culture is because I felt like, we was rooting for her,
Was
and
that this year?
was that? Yeah, I think the Olympics was this year, right?
Yeah, this
Yeah.
seems like it was so long ago, though. I got
I
kind of
know.
odd to
When I
me.
was looking through the stuff, I was like, oh, did she ever do this? Did she do the vape thing? I hope not.
I never heard anything else about it after this.
Mm-mm. Said his sister abused.
Yeah, I do feel
Yeah.
like people who do this have some type of abuse going to them too.
Wow.
But don't you think you would want it to stop and not hurt somebody else?
Well, not if you don't feel like you're hurting them, you're doing what you were taught, and somebody made you think that was right. I can see it, somebody's mind being messed up like that. But Joy, when you say that he was abused, or so, and what does that mean? You're saying he's abused, so I understand why he might have done it, or you just don't think he did it at all?
No, she's talking about Bill Cosby didn't do it, not R. Kelly.
Oh, okay, all right. So who her message about abuse though was Bill Cosby or R.
It was R.
Kelly?
Kelly.
Okay, okay,
Mm.
all
Yeah,
right.
yeah. R. Kelly, he did say that his sister, somebody abused him. So Tessa said, if you're guilty, you guilty. I'm sorry, we have to justify
Mhm.
the wrong actions. What difference does it make if he did it to 20 women, 100 women, one woman?
Absolutely,
I agree with that.
absolutely. I
The
agree
only
with it,
point
but
Oh wow,
mainly
all those people
because
abuse R. Kelly.
I
huh?
you mean Bill Cosby?
No, Tessa just said his sister, a family friend, and a neighbor, older man, abused R. Kelly.
Oh yeah, I mean, it
Well,
sounds like
that's
he went
probably
through a
where he
lot of
got it
abuse.
from,
Yeah,
and they kept it a secret. But when you experience a trauma like that as a child, that stays with you for the rest of life. It kind of
Oh,
shapes you. Okay, so he continued on in that vein.
that is crazy.
It is.
and let me tell you the sad thing about this. Um, we've heard Martell say, "Go and he wouldn't talk to the old men, and the old men will say this."
Yeah.
We've heard Michelle said her grandmother told her, "Don't make the man mad. Go apologize. Get him.
Uh-huh.
Don't piss them off." Right. And now there are relatives that know of abuse, but say
Yeah.
that was a long time ago. He did it to everybody. It's no big deal. Leave it alone. And I think until that type of behavior stops, this is a problem that will always go on. The question is who will get in trouble for it and who won't. R.
Yeah.
Kelly was probably abused as a child, but those that abused him, did their relatives know they were doing this and never
Yeah.
did anything about it?
Probably so. Because, I used to hear stories that were like, don't let your child stay at Uncle Harry's house because you know what he
Exactly.
do. But why you going to let Uncle Harry even come around? You know what I
But
mean?
and some
Mhm.
people do it anyway because they have to work, or there's all kind of excuses. But I think it's sad that older people can tell the younger people to do something they know doggone well they shouldn't be
Ain't
doing,
right.
like ignoring that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, you got to stop hiding it. It's like if you hide it, it ain't true and you're not embarrassing your family. It's not
Mhm.
about that. You have to protect your kids.
Well, as a mother, if you knew your husband was raping your daughter,
Mm.
would you stay with that man? Could you turn a blind eye to your daughter's plea for help just to keep this man? That's your
It happens
husband.
all the
I,
time.
I know, but
Yeah.
it can't happen. Okay, you got to go.
You've got to
Well, you
stop.
already know me. Okay, you either leave on your own. I ask you to leave nicely, and if you
Yes.
don't leave nicely, I will make sure that your things are out the window. Okay?
Now,
Yeah.
Because
we've got to
I
stop this.
choose my child over you. You are not going to hurt my daughter, and I'm going to have this man. I can't co-sign on that. No,
I can't
time for
either.
you to go.
Did you all read the book Precious or watch, was it the movie? I don't know.
Watch the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
It's just,
watched, I tried to watch it.
the book was worse. I used to be in a book club. And I mean, it happens every day. And it's really
Wow.
sad. Um,
Wow.
so is there anything else that I forgot? Reality TV, pop culture that y'all want to talk about before we get off of here?
No.
I can't think of
No.
anything either. I think we did. We covered a lot. Hold on. We got a comment. Let's see. Yeah, y'all, you watched the movie. It's a kind of a delay from when I talked to here.
Hmm.
But yeah, it happens all the time. Well, I guess we had a great 2021. Chatter Up did a great job. We grew. We got friends. We got people who like us now. We started this just wanting to have fun. And Callie, are you still having fun?
Yeah. Yeah. I am, but I'm going to start having more fun when these people I have asked to give us stories and be on the show, except when they start responding, like
Yes.
Carlos King
We're gonna get some people
Wow.
to try to get some people to come
and
on here with
Marcel.
us.
Yeah.
2022. That's what we're gonna try to
Well,
do.
I have
And
enjoyed
Mia. I
myself
remember even
tremendously.
trying to get Mia on before she came on.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
We're
Mm-hmm.
gonna have to get her on. What'd you say,
Yeah.
Sandy? You enjoy being on
I
with us?
haven't. I have enjoyed. I've had a ball being able to be a participant. Hopefully, have you all enjoyed me as well?
We have. We
Absolutely.
want more people to
Oh,
come on and be on the panel. I think we can have up to what,
Yeah.
10?
Yeah.
Maybe more. I can't remember, but we can have more people come on. Y'all don't have to stay on the whole time. You can come on. We can take you off, but we would love to get more interaction. We love the chatting though. As long as you chat with us, we're good. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but what we're gonna do now is we're gonna pull up in the Sri Lanka
Ciao.
What?
Did-
What? My
did-
daughter does that
you
all the time.
know,
Did y'all know that was a TikTok? I had her and
Mm-mm.
her friends. Oh yay, Tessa join us next season. I had one
Yes.
her friends were just doing that, and I'm like, y'all know this? And she was like, yeah. I said, Lord have mercy. But
oh, I have something to add.
okay, go ahead.
Do y'all watch Married at First Sight?
Oh
What'd you
God, we
think of
didn't talk
Bill
about
and
them.
Merla? Oh my God. Season 13 was a disaster.
Was that with
First of all,
Chris?
that was with the bald headed fireman and you watch Married at First Sight where these are prearranged marriages and
Yeah,
stuff.
we did.
Yeah,
We
I
the
watched
people we
one of
watched
it, the
was
one with
Chris
Chris.
and some other girl, and he said she was not cute, and he didn't want to stay with her.
Yeah.
Well, there's a difference. There was plenty of seasons where people weren't attracted to, but this last season was a disaster. First of all, this was a good-looking, handsome black man, and they were both of Hispanic origin, and he was bald, and he had a dog. Now they're matchmaking. Merla, who they matched him with, first of all, she told them that she was not attracted to four men, and she did not want anybody with a dog. Why they matched them together? Because that was a marriage that was doomed to fail from the get-go. Okay,
Yeah.
and she was a princess. Okay, there was nothing she liked. Everything, there was nothing. She was there just for the camera and to get ratings. Okay, she knew full well when they arranged the marriage on the wedding day, she did not kiss him on the lips. He had to kiss her on her cheek. Okay? She didn't give him any where he blew it, where he said, because well into the season, um he stated to her if they didn't have sex when it came to decision day, he wanted a divorce.
What?
That's where Gil blew it. He should have never confided that to her because
Right.
she was going to give him a little trim just to keep him. But I knew she did not want to
Not a
be
little
embarrassed.
trim,
Right.
child.
I was just about to say that. Did she say
She didn't want to be
trim?
embarrassed on national TV, okay? And she wanted to be able to divorce him. I knew she wasn't going to stay with him, okay,
So
from the get go.
okay, so I
And
don't want to. I think we're about to get off of this because Tessa
Yes.
has something else. But why do they keep letting these people match people if they're not doing a good job?
Because they get paid for it.
I don't understand how they don't change the matchmakers.
mm, yeah,
Some
well,
people
it's
some
after
people
this
come
season.
on and do it just to get the check. They don't really want to marry
They
nobody
don't really
else.
want to get married.
Mm-hmm.
So Tessa
Yeah,
asked,
they're
yeah,
just there for the TV, okay, the
yeah, because you
airtime.
get fame.
Sure, you
Um,
do, and
yeah.
that's money, okay. So yeah, and then you would advance your career. So that's what she was up. But yeah, I think they, especially after this last go round, Michaela, she was a space cadet. The way they they had her on TV, and she was going berserk. Okay, while the cameras are rolling, I wouldn't blame him.
Well,
Okay,
I didn't watch
he
it
had
this
to get
season
out.
because we watched it the season
Oh,
before and we even talked about it. And they lied to us like that Ryan guy, and I think her name was Claire. They acted like they didn't have
mhm,
sex. Come to find out they was having sex the whole time. And then they just
mhm,
got a divorce because he said that she married him, but she didn't want to marry his black culture because he was black and she was white. And so I'm
mhm,
just sitting here like I don't think this show is real. So I
mhm.
don't know if I'm gonna watch that again. Tessa wants to know if we'll do Ready to Love. I haven't watched that. Is it good? And
I
Selling
don't watch
Tampa
it.
next season. We can try it. Callie, you want to try it?
Yeah. I'm watching Tampa now. Ready to Love. I only watched it one season. But yeah, I'm game.
Okay, so I'm gonna
Mhm,
start Tampa. I might binge watch it this weekend. Um,
Mm-hmm.
tomorrow I bartend on the side a little bit, and I'm gonna bartend at the music drop. So pray for me,
I
y'all.
watch it.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, pray for me with these crazy people. Um, So Tessa was talking about Married at First Sight. She doesn't watch it because it's only drama and they match them wrong. I agree. I don't know if I'm gonna watch that one again, but I will try Ready to Love and Selling Tampa because we really won't have a lot to watch because Atlanta's not really coming. Potomac's not filming. Will y'all watch Monique's show if she has that? If that show is real?
No.
I don't know if I want to watch it. We might give it a chance, but I guess we're gonna get off. Remember to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and YouTube. Like and subscribe. The more the merrier. Try to join us. This is our last show of 2021, Callie.
Yes.
2022.
When are you back on again?
I guess when we do Portia's show, I think I'll be able to do it on Tuesday. I think I'm going out with some friends on the 3rd. So we can do it Tuesday if y'all want on the 4th.
Okay.
We'll do Portia's show on the 4th, Sandy, and everybody else who's gonna watch now or watch the replay, join us. It'll probably be about 5:30, 6 o'clock.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. Let me get this off. Y'all ready?
Happy New Year to you guys.
What you say?
Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year's. I'm so happy we started this. We just wanted to, like I was saying earlier, just do this to have fun, and it's turned into so much more. So we're excited.
Callie, where are you from?
Kansas City.
Oh. What city?
Is it?
Can't
Hello?
hear you.
Show me state. Huh?
What
Missouri.
city in
City.
Kansas?
I live in Lee.
Is that Missouri? The Show Me State?
Kansas City.
Yeah, Missouri.
Missouri.
The Show Me State.
Oh, okay.
Well, you should know about
Well, they have Kansas City, Kansas, and they have Kansas City, Missouri. So
Yeah.
for the airline,
Yeah.
of the two of them.
How far is that from Arkansas? Is that far? I don't know my states.
It's 8 hours.
It is far. I'm gonna be in Arkansas in May. That's not good.
I drove to Arkansas a couple years ago because my passport was taking too long to get here.
I
So
remember
it
that.
wasn't 8 hours. I think it was 5 hours.
No, that's not bad. Maybe we can meet up for something then. And then
It was bad up in the mountains.
Oh, I don't know about the mountains. Okay, I might not meet you.
Child, me driving through the mountains, I had a major panic attack.
I might just have to fly to see you.
Okay.
And Sandy, you in New York still? No, you're in.
No, I'm in South Carolina. I'm
South
nearer
Carolina.
to
That's not
Augusta,
far. You
Georgia.
live by the beach, Myrtle Beach? No.
Oh no, I'm about 5 hours from the beach. I'm actually about 5 minutes away from Augusta, Georgia.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I'm in North Augusta, which was originally a part of Augusta, Georgia, and they did the redistricting, so it turned out now North Augusta is a part of South Carolina. But they're still in East Augusta, West Augusta, and South Augusta. So
Okay, well, one day we'll all have to meet. It's funny we've never met, but I feel like y'all are my sisters. So
yes, indeed, it feels wonderful, so delicious. Thank you so much.
Happy New Year,
Wish
everybody.
everyone a
Happy New Year. Thank you for being with us in 2021, and 2022 is going to be bigger and better for all of us. Happy New Year. Callie said, "Eat your green beans." No, what are they? Pinto beans?
Black eyed peas. I think
Black
it's the
eyed
black eyed peas.
Black eyed peas.
Yeah, eat your black eyed peas.
I don't like them. I prefer chitlins.
I'm not doing that either.
We don't do children.
We're not doing either one of those. But thank you all so much. Happy 2021 on to 2022. Let's peace out.
Peace.
Peace.
Thanks. See you.
See y'all. Let me hit it, Mom.
Bye.